massive, massive game today, ladies and gentlemen, in the title race. It is Arsenal versus Liverpool. Genuinely huge, genuinely huge. If Liverpool win, then Arsenal are almost definitely out of the title race for me, and I would just not consider them involved in it like at all. If Arsenal win, then from a City perspective, it would mean that if City won their game in hand, then they would go. They would have the same points as Liverpool, less goal difference, but the same number of points. If it's a draw, it doesn't really tell us much. But I feel like this game's more important for Arsenal than Liverpool, because if Liverpool lose this, then they're still in the title race and it's fine. So it's more from an Arsenal perspective. Hello, drum roll. Just want both teams to lose today. And yes, if you are a City fan, what do you want today? Do you want a draw so both teams drop points? Do you not consider Arsenal a threat, so you'd rather them win? What do you guys think? Hello, Scorpio. How are we doing? It said you're sad about the West Ham loss. Yeah, I mean, it looked like I haven't caught up on the second half yet. I will watch that later on, but I was able to watch the first half. I didn't think United were that good. They took the lead, obviously, but West Ham were causing them a lot of problems. I think a better team with better finishing, particularly outside the box, because they were just getting so many chances from sort of like the area that you'd think Casemiro would be patrolling. Just seems to be a recurring theme with United this season. A better team takes those chances, I think. I love you too, Jack. How you doing, mate? Nice new profile picture, by the way. And Scorpio wants an Arsenal win. Okay. Okay, interesting. Why has it not done the thing? I don't know what that means, Jack. Are you talking about the printer? Have I turned the printer on? What's that? Yeah, it's on. It's on. I don't know what you're talking about, Jack. I don't know specifically what you are referencing. Jack, have you done the comment though? Remember, you've got to do the comments thing. It will say something like shout out the fact that you've just subscribed to something. That might be why. It should be because the printer's on, so it should be working. Drumroll says I prefer an Arsenal win or draw. Don't see Liverpool dropping any points until we visit them at Anfield, and we probably still won't win there. Yes, well, that's a very good point. If they lose today, and yeah, Jack, it won't come through unless you it won't come through unless you do that, because otherwise it can't tell Twitch that you have resubscribed. That's always. But thank you, Jack, for resubscribing. Thank you so much for using your Prime on me. And if West Ham will give Calvin back to Scorpio. Did he even make an appearance in that second half, Calvin? What happened? Lads, score predictions time. What am I going to go for? He gifted the third goal. Oh, he's not having a great time, is he? Score prediction time. I'm going to go for a Liverpool win. I think that they're going to be too much for them. This is a full. I'll just have a look at the team now. This is basically a full strength Arsenal team. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. They've got Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, White at the back. That was their starting back four from last season. Falconator, thank you so much for following, mate. Thank you for becoming a Nabinho. Feel free to get involved in the chat. Let me know what team you support. And the front three again is. Wait, is that changed? Oh, that's changed. I thought Gabriel Jesus was starting. Hang on. I thought that Jesus was starting, but now he isn't. If anyone can let me know, because I'm sure that when I looked at the lineups, Jesus was there, and now he's not even on the bench. So a late injury, maybe? I'm not sure. So the midfield has now changed. It did have Rice, Ødegaard, Havertz in there with Jesus up top. Now it's Havertz up top with Jorginho in the middle, which actually might be slightly better for them because it means they don't have Havertz in the midfield, who's basically been offering nothing for them this season. Hello, Musty. How are you doing, bro? I say, if anyone can let me know about the Gabriel Jesus situation, because I thought he was in the lineup. From a Liverpool perspective, there is no Mo Salah. He's still out. Is that probably the only injury realistically. Where's Thiago? Is he injured still? No, he's on the bench. Oh, there you go. Thiago's back on the bench. Endo's obviously still at the Asian Cup. But again, for both sides, it's relatively full strength. Obviously, Liverpool missing the key Mo Salah. But apart from that, both teams are pretty strong. I think Chelsea just lost again at home. The idiots. You're watching football all day. Those are some of the best days, though, aren't they? Those are some of the best days. What matches in particular must we be talking? Edson Alvarez was very good, although he kind of led to United's second goal. Kuz played well. So they've got some good players, West Ham. They've lost a couple, like Fornells and Benrahma, but there are some decent lads there. Give us Paquetá, though. Arteta realises Arsenal dropped him. Oh, fairs. I didn't realise that was a thing. I think it's smart playing Havertz in the attack at the Emirates. In the Cup, the generated way more chance with Havertz in attack. Just couldn't finish. Yeah, I agree. If the choice is between 9 or midfielder, like central midfielder, I don't think either of those is ideal. But if you got to pick between one of those two, you've got to play him up top, haven't you? So he's basically out of the way. Oh, Borough Sunderland. Oh yeah, they got a late equaliser, didn't they? Oh, is that who it is? Ah, excellent stuff. United, lucky. West Ham can't shoot. For sure, yeah, there were so many opportunities, weren't there, Scorpio? Outside the box in particular, where players were running onto it. Like Ward-Prowse, I expect him to do so much better in those situations, but he didn't. Even had a good free kick opportunity, but again, just hit it straight into the wall. So a bit of an L for them. So I'm going to predict a Liverpool win. I'm therefore going to predict that Arsenal will be out of the title race come the end of this game if I'm predicting a Liverpool win. I just think Liverpool have been this really good run. Arsenal, they've picked up a couple good results recently, but still relatively shaky period for them. It was actually a draw at Anfield, wasn't it? But I'm still going to go for Liverpool to win. My brother hates every single player in the club. What a Chelsea. Or even Cold Palmer. Jack says this is going to end 0-0. Hello, Big Morgan. How you doing, mate? He says a 2-2 draw. What's my actual prediction going to be? Score-wise, if I'm saying Liverpool win, I don't think it's going to be very high scoring. Do I even think Arsenal will score? No, 1-0 to Liverpool is what I'll go for. This is going to be quite a boring game, I've decided. Hopefully that's going to jinx it and make it really exciting and interesting. Everyone's predicted a draw so far. Musty's backing the 0-0. But how are you doing, Morgan? Let me know what team you support. I'm assuming Man City, but let me know. Maybe it's wrong of me to assume. I don't mind presuming, but assuming is a little bit different. Technically, it's a different word with a different meaning. I had a lovely time in Stratford, by the way. That's why I wasn't here Friday, Saturday, and I just got back 30 to 40 minutes ago. Lovely time in Stratford, the good Stratford in the Midlands rather than down south. And it was lovely. So much good food, good drink, good chat, good fam. Just streamed Luton, Newcastle yesterday. I was in Stratford, mate. That would have been very tricky. Hello, Tab. How you doing? Thank you, Village, for that. Toby says, I already can't be asked. We've not even kicked a ball yet, Toby. Why, mate? What's wrong? What's going on? Hello, Troy. Thank you so much for following, Troy. Feel free to get involved in the chat if you want a cheeky shout out. Why are there two Stratfords? Well, it's technically Stratford upon Avon because it's near the river Avon. Avon. And there's Stratford. Stratford is in London. I just shortened Stratford upon Avon to Stratford. Goal scoring problem going into playing top of the league. Yeah, well, now your striker's injured, mate. Yeah, because I'm sure that... Is that right? Is this a late injury, Toby? Because I'm sure when the lineups were revealed, I saw Jesus up top. I thought that's what I saw. Let me know if I'm incorrect there. 55 years of Citizen, massive, Morgan. Fantastic. You've seen it all. The good, the bad, and the ugly. They're at London Stratford. No, I was at the good one, mate. Well, it's near the River Avon village. That's what it means, mate. Not a fan of the upon names in Grimfield. Respect the Avon, yeah? I didn't see that, but I didn't check straight away. So maybe I just missaw it. Or maybe FootMob hadn't updated and maybe it was still on probable lineup rather than actual lineup. But yeah, I thought Jesus was starting. Obviously not. But hey, it means you're not going to have midfield deficiencies at least with Havertz in the middle. So Toby, look on the bright side, mate. Toby, what? Crumbly Lions, loads of stupid names, of course. Village. I'm not going to put that on the screen. I mean, it doesn't matter because it's already on the screen, but it's not going to get a shout out from me. That's for sure. Toby, score prediction. You are an Arsenal fan. What's going to happen today? I don't even know what the Apple Vision Pro is, Musty. I've seen like it become a meme on Twitter, but I don't actually understand what it is. Is it just like virtual reality? Is that all it is? I actually don't know. Upon Avon, they replaced naming they call it X-Punk. But why? Well, you see, Toby, you doom and gloom. I've not done a debate of the day, guys. I've only just got back from Stratford. Allow it. You guys think of one. Yeah, so you doom and gloom, but you're still going to say that Arsenal are winning 2-0. So explain that. Riddle me that. Yeah? Teb's going for 3-1 Liverpool. Massive scores. Right. Why is it doing that? Oh, for God's sake, Jack. I was going to say... you better get rid of it. I turned the voice activation off a show poll because it wasn't working. Yeah, you go 3-1. Massive. Hello, ZX. Pep does the 4P and forces the national talent to leave like a loser. I need that, says ZX. A 4P would be lovely because it's literally never happened in English football. Like, not Premier League history, just English football. It's never happened. Like, the great Arsenal teams of the past, the great Liverpool teams of the past, the great Huddersfield teams of the past, not able to do it. Toby says that Klopp is probably 4th or 5th all-time Prem, but not the top 3. I don't know where I have Klopp, to be honest. It's a bit of a tricky one. Because, obviously, he was unfortunate in that he, like, came to an era when, you know, Guardiola was here, you know, in my opinion, the greatest coach with the greatest team. So it's a bit tricky. But the amount of what you'd say, like, all-timers in that team... if you think of, you know, like Alisson, Van Dijk, Trent, Salah, Mane, whatever, etc., etc., etc. Maybe question mark of whether they could have, should have won more. I'm not sure. I'm not saying they should have, but I'm saying that people will ask that question. Toby will not hear it that Klopp is top 3. What's your top 3 then, Toby? Tell me. Jorginho is playing Tayab. Yes, it's a midfield of Jorginho, Rice, and Ødegaard. Drumroll says Arsenal to win 2-1. There we go. We've got some winning predictions rather than just drawing. Oh, here's Toby's order. Fergie, Pep, Wenger.
Kill yourself.
Thank you, Village. Jose and Klopp. With the Jose one, I think I'm reluctant to put him as high as other people because the highs are very high, but the lows are very low. We can't forget how he left Chelsea on 2 occasions and his time at United and his time at Spurs. They've also got to be taken into account, I think. Do I have Jose on Fraud Watch? He's not a fraud, but I just think that... sorry, did I say Wenger? I meant Jose. Yeah, I think that you've got to also take into account the failings that he's had. He's had a lot of seasons of failings. How many... I need to look at it. How many seasons did he have which were very good, and how many seasons did he have which were very bad? As I say, there are some high highs and some low lows with Jose. Gabby Inge says, Morgan, yes, indeed, there is no Jesus today. Bad news potentially for Arsenal. How do Wolves pull up against Chelsea? Because Chelsea reek, that's why, Scorpio. They absolutely reek. Hello, Christos, it's been ages. How are you doing, man? I've been great. How have you been, though, Christos? Tell me more. Tell me more. What's been going on in the world of Christos? Love how the narrative is Pep's has way better players, yet this time last season, people rated Arsenal, Liverpool place ahead of City place. That's the way it works, drum roll, isn't it? That's the way it works. We have loads of flops, and then we somehow win all the time. His recent years probably stunt his ranking. Yeah, that's what I mean, Tayab. You know, what seasons? So he was here 04-05, fantastic season, won the league. 05-06, fantastic season, won the league. 06-07, I don't think they were... I think they finished way off Man United, so I'm going to count that as like a meh season. 07-08 got sacked halfway through it, whatever. Chelsea actually ends up in the Champions League final. So I'd actually say his first stint at Chelsea, 2 fantastic seasons, two whatever seasons. Came back to Chelsea in, was it 13-14 he came back. He actually did all right, to be fair. He was involved in a title race with City and Liverpool for the most of it. I'll give him a good year for that. Then won the league following season, fantastic. Season after that, left Chelsea in the relegation zone, one of the worst seasons in Chelsea's history up to that point in the Premier League. Terrible. And that was the end of his Chelsea one. And then he went to United. Was his first season? Was it the second season where he actually won some things? So I actually don't think that's very impressive to win what he did. But for argument's sake, I'll give him that season at United. Even though I don't agree with it, I'm going to knock off his other 2 seasons, especially. So before Spurs, he's got 5 what you count as, good seasons or brilliant seasons, and 5 seasons. And then Spurs, he was there for, was it 2 years or 1.5 seasons? So So I'm counting it as 5 good, 7 not good. So that's why I'm not having Jose as high as other people, because as I say, you've got to take into account his entire career. Let me know what you guys think, though. Toby says Mourinho high up because of the goals conceded record, bringing tactical periodization to the league, changed the English league forever. Indeed, but then he was shit. So you've got to have both, haven't you? It's all well. It's like it's why Wenger will also be hampered in these rankings, I think, because very good in the 90s, early noughties, but then he had however many years of meh. And you can say, well, that wasn't his fault, but the reality is that's what happened. Even with Klopp, obviously some very impressive seasons, but there was a season where they didn't even get into the top 4. There was a season where they finished 4th, so the relative lows there are also low. Serving in the military. Wait, mandatory military service? Is that in Greece, Christos? That's mad. His Spurs in third year stint season was stinky. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Thing was having to do with resources, though. I know, Toby, and there is context, but fundamentally, he still had some stinkier seasons. But yeah, that's my Jose situation. As I say, we've got 5 very good seasons, and like 7 either bad or suboptimal seasons. That's why he's like nowhere near the level of Pep, for example. Hello, Flo, says LNobbins. How are you doing? Nice dog, by the way. Greece is a conscription country. That is mad. I hope you're doing all right, mate. Oi, respect the little owl. Respect him. I also saw that. Mourinho is apparently trying to sell himself back to United. It's like, guys, mate, it's over, mate. You're no longer an elite manager. You haven't been since like 2015. Chill out. Yeah, Chris Hoss, lovely seeing you, man. Little Al isn't even here, Jack. How dare you insult him like this? Hope we don't get Jose. If you do bring in Jose, who's been, as I say, finished at the elite level for like 7 years, then I don't think you will. If your leadership people have any nous about them. Jose to Chelsea tomorrow. Jose to Chelsea is on. That would be so funny. Like Mourinho, who notoriously like only wants to work with like leaders of men and like has an attitude of if you can't handle me, then get out. In this squad of like children would be hilarious. They would be broken. They would be broken in a week. Hello, Christoph. Good day, mate. Come on, you Spurs. I don't think Spurs are playing today, mate. I might be wrong. Who did they play yesterday? Was it Everton? I didn't watch that game. Jose at United would be better than Ten Hag. First, I don't know if it's true. Secondly, I don't even know if that's much of an achievement. Yeah, I agree, Teb. You can't. Look, Omar Barada is an intelligent man. He won't let that happen, Teb. I'd be staggered if that happened. Shredder stands says, make it happen. What, you want Jose, Shredder? Really? It's not 2015 anymore. A lot of the stinky Wenger seasons only seem stinky at the time because of his own standards. Deeper for a second, Wenger was getting top 4 every season with players like Shamak, Mustafis, Andre Santos. True, Toby, but he did also have some good players in that period, to be fair. But yeah, I see what you mean. He's still obviously in that conversation, but yeah. I just like to take into account everything, that's all. Hello, Owl, how are you doing? Oh, you drew 2-2. Was that against the mighty Everton? Sal says, if Liverpool lose, is it good for City? Maybe. I think maybe if you're a City fan, you probably want an Arsenal win, and then a draw, and then a Liverpool win. It's like the order of preferences. But as I say, if you're a City fan here, let me know what you guys think you want. I actually don't know. I feel like a Liverpool win is probably the worst result. Probably. But then a draw, you know, I did want them to draw at Anfield, so they both drop points. I don't know, though. And Krista says we need them to draw. Morgan says West Ham sent Phillips back to City in the cardboard box. That we don't want him back. You can keep him. You can keep him, to be honest. Yeah, Village, that's fine, but now I do. So what I said was correct. No, for United. Oh, Shredder, that works. Hey, I would love it if United got Jose, because that would send them, you know, at least another 3 years backwards. That'd be fantastic. He's finished as an elite manager. Unless he does something to prove otherwise, he's finished as an elite manager. That much is obvious. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gone to, no disrespect to Spurs, he wouldn't have gone to Spurs. He wouldn't have gone to Roma. Hello, Andrew Wright. Havertz up front. Interesting. I think, Andrew, that's got to happen because Gabriel Jesus has been injured, so it's the only alternative unless you want to start Nketiah, and he's not that good. Whereas Havertz up top, at least he's not in the midfield, so he's a bit out of the way, and he can sort of be a bit of an aerial threat. If I was them, I'd be trying to pin Havertz on Trent from an aerial perspective. Maybe try to win some flick-ons for Martinelli to run at Kanata. Who knows? Yado says, for our own good, for City's own good, Arsenal should win. Damn right, Al spawned in. What a boy. How you doing, Al? I want them both to lose. Jack, that can't happen. Drumroll doesn't see Arsenal as that big of a threat. They still have to come to their head. It's a very good point. We do need to win that game, absolutely. City play Monday night. Yes, I will be here live for that game. You got to European finals with Abraham up top. Wow! He got to a European final which didn't even exist beforehand because it's such a clapped competition because it's the third tier. Wow! I'm so impressed. I'm not impressed. He had one of the highest wage bills in Italy, spent some of the most amount of money on transfer fees in Italy in that period, and he took them from, what, 5th to 5th? Wow! I must say, unbelievable work there by Jose Mourinho. Absolutely unrivaled. Couldn't give it any less of a shit. Christoph says, Chelsea back in their place, some points deducted, and they're back to their league. I don't think that's going to happen, Christoph, I'm afraid. Chelsea are 11th. 8 goals in 2 games. So is that how many they've conceded? What was the game before the Wolves one? Who else did they concede? Oh yeah, of course, Liverpool. Yeah. God, they were so bad. I know Chelsea should have had penalties, whatever, but they were shit in that game, like really bad. It's only a matter of time before Pep Poch gets sacked. Respect the special one. If it was 2005, sure, but it ain't 2005 anymore. It's not even 2015 anymore. It's nearly a decade since, sorry, my maths stinks. I said 7 years earlier. 9 years. 9 years since he was at the highest level. Insane. And people want to put him in Pep Guardiola conversations. I don't think so. I ain't respecting shit. Chelsea still that game. They just suck a lot, don't they, Al? They just suck. Generally. We are 5 minutes away from kickoff, boys. Make sure to stay with me when the game is happening. Score predictions, if you haven't already done it. I'm going to go 1-0 to Liverpool. I think this is going to be low scoring, and I think that Liverpool get the win. It's going to be tight either way. I can't see Arsenal dominating Liverpool. Can't see Liverpool dominating Arsenal. To be fair, the game in the FA Cup, I know Liverpool won 2-0, but I thought Arsenal probably should have... I mean, there's so many chances which they should have put in the back of the net, and if they put one of them in, it's a different game, isn't it? Poch should stay for the final, says Andrew. If that happens, Andrew, that is an easy Liverpool win on penalties, 0-0. Jota clutch. Jota is... and, you know, people, I think, mistakenly go, oh, when Salah leaves for AFCON, what's going to happen? I never had any doubts that Liverpool were going to be fine. They haven't dropped any points since he's been away, because even when he was away last time, because someone else steps up, like Mane or Darwin or whoever. They suck like it was a back alleyway, Christoph. What, mate? You're right. Arteta better pull up. I doubt it. He's going to bottle. Sounds watching Asia Cup. Excellent stuff. Morgan says it's going to be last season at Arsenal. Hello? Is that Chadman? It's been so long. How are you doing, Chad, mate? Oh, absolute boy. How you doing, Chad? You cheeky little minx. How is the world of Chad? What a boy. He's my boy. Arsenal completely fucked over Liverpool in the beginning for their 1-0 draw. Hopefully they can play like that. Again, yes. Indeed, yeah, they took the lead, didn't they? Anches, is Van Dijk a better captain than Henderson? Yeah, definitely. He's better at everything as well. What's been happening, Chad? What's been going on in the world of Chad? I don't care. I'm still going to call him that. Because that's my boy. That's our boy. Liam Liam isn't currently here, but what normally happens is he'll come at half time and he'll want to have a chat. You're off at uni. Unreal. What subject are you doing, Chad? Let me know what it is you're learning. Right. We're about to kick off. A few minutes away. Again, I'm going 1-0 to Liverpool. I think that'll just be too much for them overall. Mechanical engineering. That sounds very important and hard. It's too much for my baby brain. Are you enjoying it? Friend sent me a photo of himself praying at the Emirates. Arsenal fans are so cooked. Well, they're going to have to pray to get anything from this game. I'd imagine Liverpool are probably the favourites, would you say? Let's have a look at the table before kickoff. Liverpool are top of the table, obviously. City have that game in hand. It's not an easy game to win, by the way, because it's against Brentford. I don't think we've ever beaten in the Premier League era, I'm pretty sure. Because we obviously lost both games last season. If we win it, we'd be 2 points behind them. So a draw for Liverpool and us winning our game in hand would mean we go level on points, behind on goal difference, or maybe ahead on goal difference, depending what happens in the game in hand. If Arsenal win, they will only be 2 points behind Liverpool. Massive game for them. It's certainly a must not lose for Arsenal. For me, though, they've basically got to win it to have a proper chance. You won't get another 6-pointer like this, especially at the Emirates. The Emirates will be empty 10 minutes before the end of the game, says Morgan. We'll have to see. You're enjoying it. Lovely stuff, Chad. Love that. Would Liverpool fans want Henderson back? If I was a Liverpool fan, definitely not. Banyes for United. Ten Hag confirms Martinez's injury does not look good. Very bad for him. Wish him all the best. Wait, injured again? I thought he only just came back from injury. What? Did he go off in the game or something? That is sick, Chad. Can you remind me what instrument you play, mate? It's been ages since you told me. I think it's been years since you told me. Brentford weren't promoted last season. What? Have we beaten them before then? I can't remember. I can't remember those games then. Absolute tears. Oh, wait. Is that the one where Phil Foden scored away? Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, 1-0. Yeah, my bad. I don't know what the home result was then. I can't remember what the home result was that year then. Suful landed on his knees. Oh, so it's not an aggravated injury. It's a different one. That's probably better then, isn't it? Morgan, we haven't kicked off, mate, and that's tomorrow. Hello, Daniel. Yeah, what do you want to happen, Daniel? The mellophone. What on earth is that? I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was like the French horn. I can't remember you telling me you played the mellophone. Yeah, big up to you, Dan. Oh, Blonde Phillips scored the winner against him too. Oh, right. Oh. What? Oh, what's happening here? This shouldn't be happening. Oh gosh, this shouldn't be happening. Why is this happening? Yeah, that's not supposed to happen for this. Please don't raid with one person, guys. That shouldn't happen. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully, order will be restored in a second. Oh, I've broken it, have I? There we go. Why would you do that to me, Soud? Right. I've got to fix that immediately. How do I do that? That shouldn't happen. Apologies. Sensation. Yeah, thanks, Saud, for doing that, mate. Really appreciate it. Where is it? It's only supposed to activate for, like, 20 people or something. I haven't set the right value. That's my bad. Definitely not. No, we're not doing that again. Right. Anyway, that was distracting. The game has started. We're not doing it again. No. Village, it's not going to work now because I fixed it. There we go. That's fixed. Good. That is my bad. It should have been on like a minimum. For some reason it wasn't. Now it is. Cakes, that's not very nice. Anyway, the game has commenced. Yeah, sorry, Chad, can you tell what's a mellophone? What is it? Oh, it's a marching French horn. Oh, you see, I did know you played the French horn. What a win. Thanks, KX. Love you too. You sometimes play piano. That's cute. I love that. How good are you? How proficient are you at the piano? Right. The game is kicked off. Arsenal with some early possession. If Martinelli's onside here, he isn't. Irrelevant sentence. Ignore it. You shit. Oh, never mind. Because he plays a tune, Scorpio, but if you shit, then I'm not that interested. Right. 1-0 to the Liverpool. That's what I'm saying the score is going to be. I love Liverpool's purple kit. It's very pretty. White has gone in hard on Luis Diaz, who rolls over a bit. Not a foul. Get up, mate. No, KX. I don't do that, mate. To be honest. The purple kit's lovely. I think it's really nice. I like the Emirates as a structure. That's a very interesting compliment, Musty. Tell me more, just from like an architectural standpoint. Yeah, big game. Arsenal with, I think, a bit of a chip on their shoulder and a lot to prove here. They probably need this win for their own sake. I guess at this stage of the season, performance doesn't really matter. It's all about the result. A good performance against a title rival would be good, though. Especially if it resulted in a win, obviously. It's better than the green one. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Aren't Arsenal favourites to win? They are at home, Chad. However, Liverpool are the better side. But Arsenal are in behind here. Saka, ball in. It's defended by Konate. Thiago is not starting KX. He is on the bench, though. He's fit enough for the bench. I just don't know, because he's not going to come in and start, is he, Thiago? Who do you drop? Who do you drop for him? Because you're not going to drop Jones in the way he's been playing. Do you trust Thiago to be that 6, like what McAllister's doing? Do you get rid of Szoboszlai? I know he's not starting today, but is he going to be a main starter once he gets to full fitness? I'm not entirely sure. Thank you so much, Shay. I thought you were already following, but thank you for following again, mate. Oh, Odegaard's done well, has he? Saka gets a better of Van Dijk, and it's going to be a corner. Oh, no, never mind. It's a goal kick. That was really bad from Saka. Never mind. Liam reckons Thiago as the 6. Not sure how much defensive solidity you'd get there, but hey, if McAllister can do it, then why not, to be fair? Yeah, big up, Shay. Big up, big up. Penalty, that's his kick. Shut up. No, it isn't. It's a promising early start for the Arsenal, though. They've had a bit of joy down Liverpool's left. It's early days. Another big test for Joe Gomez, he's having a bit of an Ake season in terms of his comeback. Havertz doesn't look good, says Jack. What, from like a sexual standpoint, or what? And Gomez is giving it away. I was just picking you up and then you give it away. What are you doing? I transferred Sakas out for Jota this game week. Yeah, guys, with FPL, I've just not really been updating it. I've still got Haaland in the team. He's been out for 2 months. Isn't it mad that the Haaland took 2 months off and is still top scorer, though? That's a bit weird. Do not disrespect Nathaniel. But he is playing very good this season. Hole in his cheeks. I'm not sure about that one, KX, to be honest, mate. Marshall clear. Right, okay. Wait, what's happened here? That's gone out, hasn't it? Yeah. Is that a corner then? No, they're giving it a goal kick. Okay, bad decision. What, KX? What is it? Thoughts on life? Life is great, to be honest. I've been enjoying my basketball. That's been good. What match did I watch yesterday? Or game? Sorry, they're not matches, are they? They're games. The guy trying to get the crowd up. We're 6 minutes in. You probably shouldn't be having to get them up like that. What game did I watch? No, I didn't watch Curry. It was... God, who was it? I think it may have been the Thunder. Maybe. Did they play the Pistons? It was whoever played the Pistons. I watched them lose. The Liverpool kit's been ruined. Why must he? I think it's really nice. Yeah, 60 points is mad. I've watched the Bucks a lot because I like Giannis is one of my favourite players. I like players like him and Embiid where they just run. They just run into the area, or whatever the term is, and just power their way through. It's like, oh, he when they just decide to, I don't know how to, is it not Giannis? Is that not how you pronounce it? Where they just decide, I'm now going to score a 2-point shot, and they just run into the area. I love those. Giannis. What am I saying? Giannis. That's basically the same. Come on, guys. Hello, Born Shameless. Who do you support? Minnesota Timberwolves, mate. That's my basketball team. Respect Ant-Man and Cat. I mean, I don't, but, you know. It's a Y. So why did you say G? So why did you say Giannis? If he's now saying it's Giannis, you fool. Oh, no, I'm Brad. Arsenal's licking Liverpool's arse. Okay. It has mainly been Arsenal so far, but the opening exchanges are the opening exchanges. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Musty, I don't care about how to pronounce a basketball player's name. Hello, Stephen, how you doing? Yeah, he's my favourite basketballer. Or one of my favourites, anyway. Liverpool bend Arsenal and shag Erdegaard's brain out. Jesus, Born Shameless. Chill out, mate. It's fine. It's not that serious. But they're both really good, KX. From what I've seen, they're both very good. Tatum's good as well. I like Tatum. Jokic is very good. I don't like watching Jokic, but he is very good. Am I boycotting WrestleMania this year? I won't be watching it, but I'm not boycotting it. I just don't watch it. He's not, though, is he, KX? He's actually very good from what I've seen. Watch some college basketball. No! Chad, who's your team, mate? Who do you support? Who do you support? They're not boring. They're very good. Derek White is the best player ever, says Nan. That Derek White, I watched that game. They were up against the Lakers. The Lakers didn't have two of their best players in LeBron and Anthony Davis. And Derek White took until the fourth quarter to score a three-pointer. This guy's too hot and cold for my liking. Embiid is not very good. Didn't he win MVP or something? Would you do an NBA game or Super Bowl watch-along this year? If the NBA game is... I wouldn't do Super Bowl because I'm not interested in it. If the NBA game was at a reasonable time, you know, not like midnight where Mrs. Nobbins is asleep and I've got to be quiet, obviously, then I'd definitely be up for it. Like, you know, if it was like a playoff game with the T-Wolves especially, I'd be well up for that. So yeah, why not? If the timings align, why not? Because as I say, I'm really enjoying it. That'd be Riot all day. Yep, there we go. Nothing's really happened so far in the game. Arsenal trying to get off for a quick counter-attack. Trent is not at home. Martinelli's running into that space. Konate doing his best to get back. And this should be a goal. And Saka has absolutely bottled the header. That is unbelievably shit. Unless Gomez got like a foot in. That had to be a goal every time. It was a really good counter-attack. Trent was nowhere because obviously Liverpool lost it on the counter. Martinelli beat Konate for pace, as you'd expect him to do. Pops the ball in. I don't know what Saka's doing. Yeah, that all came from a throw. Yeah, Martinelli burns him for pace. Saka gets the better of Gomez. That is shit. That is shit from Saka. Fucking hell. How have you missed an open net? Saka has no head game, genuinely. That is unreal. I'm just staggered as to how that's not gone in. The definition of a tap-in. Why, Musty? Why? I don't understand. Hello, Kevin. How you doing? You support the Houston Rockets. I've not watched much of them, to be honest, Stephen. Who's your star player? If Zidane at 51 played every minute in this Real team, would it work for them? Jack, why? Why is that the question? Everything's going great, Kevin. We're watching some football. We're talking about the NBA. It's good times. That is you are one letter away there, Tayab, from Oh, here we go. No flag. And Liverpool. I thought Gakpo was going to score that. But it's wide. Is that a corner? Is he onside? Yeah, Ben White is so deep there. And Zinchenko as well. Terrible positioning from him. Yeah, it's well wide in the end. Got to do better there, Gakpo. Score prediction for United. When did they even play? City to win 2-0. My girl is going to have to put up with me staying up late to watch motorsport one day. I get how she feels. It's not even like the staying up late, because I can stay up late to watch something. That's not the issue. It's the fact that if I'm doing a watch-along, I'd obviously have to talk, you know, loudly. And no, it wouldn't work, Jack. It wouldn't work. Jones Stones, and they compared Saka with Foden. Well, we all know my thoughts about that. It looks just inside. Yeah, I think White was keeping him on. Why do you ask, Jack? Who on earth has been suggesting that he can? Liam thinks it would work. Why? Why does he think it would work? Oh, hello! This has got to be a goal for Arsenal. It's Kai Havertz! He is so shit! Saka's put it in the back of the net. He might just be onside. And it's Arsenal 1-0. And you've got to say that they've deserved it. And they have been, I'm sorry, Liverpool fans, but they have been much the better team in the opening exchanges. Havertz had to score, somehow didn't, hit it straight at Alisson's tits. Goes to Saka. There is a question of offside. There is a question mark of offside, but the ball is in the back of the net. Let's have a look. That is so simple for them. What that positioning from Van Dijk is horror. Oh, it's tight, you know. It's tight. Oh, this might be given... Oh, Alice is onside. I think it's very tight, don't you think? Havertz, that's so bad from him, by the way. How has he not just scored that one-on-one? Konate keeps him on IMO. I think you're right, but I think it is very tight. Tight to the Pedster's number, brilliant. Nobbins is scared of getting scolded and ground. It's just rude if someone's got like a work day the next day to keep and they need to get up early. It'd be rude to be talking into the early hours, wouldn't it? Oh, Alpha Instinct. No, I'm not gonna lie, Stephen. I've not heard of it. I'm very noobish when it comes to. Oh, there you go. The goal's been given. Never mind. It couldn't have been as tight as I thought it was. There you go. Arsenal taking the lead, deservedly so, in my opinion. Terrible pass by Van Dijk. And they are fortunate that Martinelli bottles the pass to Havertz, because they could have been in yet again. Soundproof padding. Class pass from Van Dijk. Yeah, he's not had a good game. I'd have to watch the replay. I would question his positioning on that goal as well. He was just so... I mean, the back line was like... It was like... It was very odd. Van Dijk. WWE having The Rock main event WrestleMania at the age of 51. Oh, is this why this Zidane thing came up? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm gonna say something. Am I gonna say it? Yeah, I'll say it. Zinedine Zidane might be one of the most overrated players in football history. I'm not. There, I said it. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Not to say he wasn't very good. Obviously, he was. But the way some people talk about him, I don't quite get it. Show me De Bruyne score that volley. And that's what I mean, Village. People look at moments. And he had some very big moments. Think of the Champions League final, World Cup finals. Massive moments. But from a year on year, especially in the league, for both Juve and Real Madrid, especially Real Madrid, outside of those big moments, from an overall career perspective, underwhelming, quite frankly. Even with France sometimes, at Euro 2004, World Cup 2002, underwhelming. But people don't think about that. People think about, yeah, but the goals in the 98 final, or the penalty in the 2006 final, the Champions League final goal, etc., etc. Jack asked a question because a 51-year-old Rock has come in, took Royal Rumble winner Cody Rhodes' spot. What? Why has he done that? Why have they planned? Is Rhodes injured? Oh, Village, you didn't put a thinking, mate. That raw input's supposed to be a message. Thank you. Thank you, Village, for nutting me. That's the first time that's been used. 99 bits to do that. Thank you, Village. Thank you for the cheer. Love that from you. You can nut Nobbins. Get a profile picture, by the way, Village. Because your profile picture goes there. That took hours to make, by the way, so you better appreciate that. Went to random footballer thing coming. Find me a website which has all the faces which you would want. If you just find me the website, I can make it happen. I don't know where this website exists. Or maybe like a face pack from FM, but then there'd be loads of random staff members. But that still might be fun. Love that from you, Chad. Yeah, that's 99 bits to nut Nobbins. There's also one when people get banned. Zidane nuts them. And yeah, speaking of Zidane, we were talking about Zidane, weren't we? Yeah, that's my hot take. As I say, people talk about Zidane like he's this untouchable. I'm going to put Kaká in that same conversation as well, because they did have unbelievable peaks and they did have unbelievable moments. But if we're talking about it from an all-encompassing perspective, in relative terms, they're underwhelming relative to what people think they are for me. No, Bread. I think Village is talking about getting a random footballer to be printed. Again, Village, yeah, you are sort of proving my point there. And that's what I mean. That is what I mean. 1-0, early doors, but don't Liverpool always concede first and still get the win? Or the draw? Arsenal have missed 2 big chances in this game, but it's one of those to Havertz one. It must be, surely. I still can't get over that Saka miss, man. That was outrageous. And to be fair, wait, I've just realised all of Arsenal's shots have been big chances. They've had 3 shots and 3 big chances. That 2 of those came in the same exchange. That Saka header was unforgivable, the way he missed that, though. Deary me. I'm still having Iniesta and Xavi, Jack. But no, yeah, definitely De Bruyne's, and maybe this is what I was going to link it with. De Bruyne is definitely better than... If De Bruyne retired tomorrow, he's definitely a better player than Kaká and Zidane, 100%. 100%. For me, that's not even... It's not actually close for me. Wait, Arsenal are in yet again? That's blocked by Van Dijk. What are Liverpool doing at the back here? This is insane. Yeah, definitely Kaká, TTV, definitely. As I say, from an overall career perspective, underwhelming from what people think he was. General Stone says, I hope Arsenal win this game. It will help you. And you as well, I imagine. Aren't you a City fan, mate? Odegaard. Martinelli's made the run behind Trent. He's got some defending to do. He does it well. If De Bruyne played for United, you wouldn't have him in your top 10. But Village, I don't know what that's based on, mate. I do, TTV. That's my take. Again, people, you say Kaká and people think of that sort of 3-year period at Milan, but that wasn't his career. That was a high, that was a peak, sure. But let's not forget his underwhelming period at Real Madrid as well. Or the underwhelming seasons at AC Milan. Hello, Mo. Trent and Van Dijk, one right pass. Please. It's not been a great performance so far, Mo. Can't lie. All of Arsenal's shots have been big chances. And yeah, the defense hasn't been great. The midfield's not really provided them with much protection either. And outside of that Gakpo shot, which he should have done better with, should have got it on target, they haven't really done much. They haven't really been threatening. Again, Arsenal just bypassing Liverpool's midfield. Now, same thing, TTV. Again, Zidane, the high is very high, but so many seasons at Real Madrid where it was just like underwhelming and average. Yeah, Village, I can't really respond to that because it's an irrelevant hypothetical. Realistically, everyone in this chat have watched combined 0 games of Kaká and Zidane. But that's the thing, you can still, even if you didn't grow up with these players, you know, the internet's now a thing where you can just go and watch full 90s of these players and get your own thoughts. There's loads of websites which have, you know, databases of that. So I've been able to watch players which I didn't watch either because I wasn't alive or because I just didn't watch the league at the time. Midfield holding a standing still, protesters stop Klopp leaving. If they're irrelevant hypothetical, Village, that's fine. But if it's irrelevant, then it's irrelevant. It's gonna be already better than Prime Fabregas. Yeah, definitely. Again, like that's not, for me, that's not even a question personally. Like, yeah, it's just 100%. I want to say Arsenal win will help us. Yes, exactly, Stones. It will. Probably will. I think a Liverpool win is probably the worst result. I think a draw is acceptable. But if we're being, you know, cold with the reality of, you know, if we like take a look at the league table, I think it probably would be better to maybe have 2 rivals in the title race who are near us rather than one who is considerably ahead of us. I think that, for me personally, makes a bit more sense. And if Arsenal win this game, then, because I've been saying, you know, this season that Arsenal's still in the title race. Lots of people disagreeing with that. That's fine. And I've been very stubborn with that take. I can't lie. I probably, you know, when Arsenal went through that period, I was asked over and over again, you know, have you changed your mind? Have you changed your mind? If Arsenal get the win today, then I'll definitely be sticking with that. But if Liverpool win today, then I will be changing that. And I'll go, actually, no, yeah, Arsenal are just cheeks. They aren't going to be in the title race. Any thoughts on Chelsea today? They absolutely reek, TTV. They absolutely reek. I didn't watch the game, but didn't they lose 4-2 at home against Wolves? They let Wolves score 4 against them at home? Mad. Couldn't you get a hat-trick? That's a really good tackle by Declan Rice. Arsenal really win this midfield, but that'll be a yellow card. Easy for Gomez. Probably not the smartest yellow to pick up. Van Dijk and Konate were covering, but he's done it. I've enjoyed Farteta ball today, says Musty. He's on his talk shows this month. Hopefully, Narmbread, yes. I want to make it good. I don't want to just make it cheeks. So I need to figure out how to make it work, because the streaming stuff I use is different to what other people use. So I just need to think about how I think I can make it work. I need Gasky to help experiment with me. We love experimenting together. But yes, hopefully. And I just want to iron out some concepts. And I'll have to like work on the background season stuff. But yeah, hopefully soon. Narbread, that would be ideal. They always suck against Wolves indeed. The way that Premier League Tebow came up was like magic. How did you do it? What, like this? Duh, duh, duh. With magic, that's how. But yeah, there we go. As it stands, Liverpool on the same number of games played as Arsenal, only 2 points ahead. And that would actually mean that, again, if it stays like this, Liverpool will have failed to beat Arsenal in the league this season. And for City, it means that if we win our 2 games in hand, we would have to win them both. That's not easier said than done. It would mean... Oh, wait. Would it mean we go top? Oh, shit. Yes, it would. I thought Liverpool would still be winning. No, that's if they draw, isn't it? Oh. There you go. If City win their 2 games in hand, we actually go top. How interesting. Well, there you go. I assume we definitely want Arsenal to win. I didn't realise it was that. Tight. We do more than read the Kama Sutra. Have you changed your thoughts in your Euro 2024 England lineup? It's a hard one, Tayab. It's a hard one. I don't really know what I want anymore. There are some players who I know obviously have to start. I'm genuinely considering having Kobbie Mainoo in my starting 11. I can't lie. I'm genuinely considering that. Henderson and Phillips aren't even in the equation for me. If it's between Henderson, Phillips, and Mainoo, I know who I'm starting. I'm happy 3-0 against West Ham. Hoyland Garnacho scored. Yes, I do need to catch up on the second half, TTV. First half, I thought you were a bit underwhelming. What were your thoughts on the second half? Did you step it up a gear? Really good. Oh, what a ball by Trent. Oh, such a shame for Gakpo. Couldn't quite get the contact. Hello, RC. Good to see you, my man. It's going great. Thank you for asking. Exactly, Narmbread, exactly. It's not going to be easy. City, I think City will be the only team in the division to play Brentford with Tony twice, I'm pretty sure. You have, Village. Thank you, mate. Give Poch a 5-year deal. Hey, give them Mourinho as well. Just to really, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Cement the deal, stitch the deal. Yeah, there is no Darwin. I'd rather have Darwin over Gakpo. I mean, he's not in the starting 11. He's definitely in the conversation for me. Definitely. It's another good ball, is it? Corner. I don't care how old he is, Jack. He's better than Phillips and Henderson. I actually don't care. Get the Yorkshire Pirlo. No, get him out of the squad at this point. Gallagher wasn't even in the conversation for me, Tayab. Can't lie to you. As I say, if it's between Phillips, Gallagher, Henderson, whoever, in that sort of role, I'm wanting Mainoo. Hello, Caribbean Racer. How are you doing, man? Love to watch Mainoo shit himself against France in the quarters. He'd pop off. He's mature beyond his years. Respect him. Is Grealish's starting place in danger? Everyone's starting position's in danger, Stephen. That's the beauty of Pep's squad. Ain't no one safe, apart from, like, Ederson. England first should be Rice, Mainoo, Bellingham. I'm not sure on what my formation is. I'm still convinced that this midfield 4, box midfield, can definitely work. I'm very convinced of that. I just don't... I think Southgate's going to be brave enough to implement it. That's the only issue for me. They have Tony for their last game, and they still beat us. Yeah, exactly. Well, the last game was a dead rubber, so it is more the game at the Etihad where it's like, oh, that actually did matter. Would you hit that? No comment, Scorpio. You don't worry, Tab. Forget about him. He's irrelevant. We don't want Henderson anyway. I don't want Henderson in the squad, to be honest. I'd rather have Jones, Phillips, Mainoo, Rico Lewis over Henderson. Over Rice, Bellingham, and Phil. Indeed. Well, that's the thing for me. My issue with England is we need someone who loves and is able to receive the ball with their back to play and can deal with it under pressure. We have very few players who can do that. In terms of like players who can do it, Phil Foden can do it. Rico Lewis can do it. Mainoo can do it. In my opinion, those are the only 3 I'd be comfortable with who can do that job. So for me, one of them has to start, and Foden's probably not going to... If Foden starts, he's probably not going to be tasked with playing that deep in midfield. So for me, one of Mainoo or Lewis has to play. Otherwise, we've got no back to play. Do you get me? Do you get me? Gallagher can't do it either, by the way. Scott Carter's best job ever, indeed. Gallagher isn't bad. I'd rather have Mainu, RC. I don't care. It's a good question. I don't actually know what my England midfield is. Because, again, it depends on... It depends on so many things. Obviously, Rice is in there. Obviously, Bellingham's in there. I would like Foden in that box. And... Oh, sorry, Stones can do it as well. One of Stones or Lewis, probably. One of them's got to be in that midfield. Otherwise, as I say, there is no one who can do that. There's no one who can do that thing of getting the ball from the centre halves, under pressure, turn, move with it. No one else can do it. Ben White's booked for time wasting. What a fraud. How you feel like Garnacho's potential? Still, there's still a lot of development that needs to happen there, but he could become a very good player, clearly. The talent is there. Harry Kane can do it. You know, Village, you're absolutely right. He can. He can do it. But in the same way that Foden can do it, he's probably not... I mean, I don't want him to be that deep. If anything, Tab, it should be the opposite. You want Grealish against sides where you can have more space. You should really want Rashford against low blocks, Grealish against teams who will give them space, because that's when he's best. Give him man of the match winner against the mighty North Macedonia Lewis, and that's what I'm saying, Musty. Lewis genuinely might make my starting 11. It's either got to, for the box midfield 4 to work, it's got to be one of Stones or Lewis, because both of them are comfortable with their back to play, and both are able to invert from defence. Or progress from defence, whatever you want to say. It bits indeed. Nah, silly yellow. And Owl, I would love it if they gave yellows correctly for time wasting. Goalkeepers, what's the point of booking a goalkeeper for time wasting in the 85th minute? That pisses me off. What you would choose, City win the 4 in a row, or City win 3 Champions Leagues in a row? 4 in a row for the league, absolutely for me. Rashford class when he has space. So is Grealish though, Tab, and Grealish is better than Rashford, I'm afraid to say. I'm definitely not having Rashford in my starting 11. I'd have at least 2 players over him. Can't lie. Can't lie, won't lie. If we sign Kane 2021, then sign Erling in 22, that would work. If we can only have one or the other, though, I'm glad we've got Haaland. Hello, Evan. Irish like odd Evan opinion so far. Liverpool have been underwhelming. Arsenal have been deadly on the counter-attack. Arsenal should have scored more than 1 goal. That Saka header miss was ridiculous. Liverpool need to improve in basically all areas. Trent's been good offensively, but Arsenal exploiting that lack of right-back when he is forward on the counter. Midfield presence hasn't been there. Defenders are a bit at sea. I think that's a combined issue. And in front of goal, they haven't really offered much, to be honest. What do you think, though, Evan? Jack's good play. He's fantastic, mate. I'm going 3 Champions Leagues in a row so we can get the cool badge. Oh, what's the cool badge? None. I agree, Tab. If it's between Grealish, Rashford, I'm fine to rotate depending on opposition. If it's a stronger opposition, you play Grealish. If it's someone where you can have all the ball up against a low block, you play Rashford. I think that's fine. But if Foden can't play midfield, then Foden's got to play on the left. If I can't have Phil in the middle, I've got to have Phil somewhere. Otherwise, I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm taking my ball with me. If Phil's not involved in the starting 11. I don't care where. Get him in there. Put him a left back for all I care. He can do it. It was an Arsenal fan. You're very happy, Evan. Indeed, yeah. What's your take on the game? Do you agree with my summation? I think it's been all you so far. Every single one of your shots has been a big chance at this point. Nearly. Sorry, you've had 4 now, not 3. My bad. I don't like Gakpo. I'm not yet sold on Gakpo. I'm not 100% convinced on what it is that he does. I'm not yet that guy. Zinchenko doing something this game is a miracle, says Nan. He's got to be tight though, because Trent fucked him in the game at the Anfield last year. For 3 PT, you get the number of Champions Leagues. Oh. Is that not just if you reach a certain number? play. It's got to be. I love. Everyone knows I love Sterling, but I don't think you can start him. I know Saka's not been great this season, but it is Saka. But again, if Foden can't play on the left, and I'm having Foden on the right, I don't care. As long as Foden plays, I actually don't care where. At this point, I'll take anything. Martinelli up against Van Dijk puts a ball in straight to Alisson's hands. 4 Champions Leagues. Well, there we go. We just need to win another 3, guys. Come on. Teb, you need him. You need those sorts of players off the bench. I think I agree with you. You need direct impact players off the bench. That's exactly what Rashford is. I would love that as an impact sub. After going to Zinchenko, B-Tech, Bart Simpson. I can see that, to be fair. If Garnacho is English, he starts on the right wing. Not sure about that one. I like Garnacho. I'm not sure about that, though. I did see the goal yesterday, but it was fantastic. And that was important because they weren't good in that first half. They needed that. And everyone was down on Højlund. I feel like I've been consistent with him and give him time, etc. And now he scored 4 in a row in the league. I feel like I've been quite good with Højlund. Love that from you, Al. What's your download, mate? Get Sergio Gomez in the England lineup. Yeah, it depends. It depends on a lot of things. Because again, before the season, I was so convinced that you don't start Trent and you do start Walker because of the liabilityness of what Trent is. But I think I've just got to the stage now where it's like, especially with Walker's decline this season, let's be honest, I don't even know if it's... I think he's actually just a liability, but he doesn't actually offer you anything going forward. So if you are going to have a liability at the back, at least have someone who can do something offensively. So I might have just conceded and we just get Trent in there. But then how does that work with my box midfield? It wouldn't. You'd have to either drop Saka or ask Trent to be a right centre-half without the ball, which doesn't really work. Although he could, to be fair, he does do it a lot for Liverpool, doesn't he, where he goes into that quarterback position in between the centre-halves. So maybe that can work, actually, to be fair. Maybe. Maybe. It's not ideal, but it could work. It would still mean you got a box midfield. Lewis wouldn't play in that instance. You'd have to have John Stones starting, and he'd go into the box 4. So then the team would be with the ball. Pickford, Trent right centre-half, Maguire central centre-half, Shaw left centre-half, 2 ahead of them at the base of the box, Stones and Rice ahead of them, Bellingham, Foden, the left Grealish / Rashford, Gabriel with the shot, Alisson save, Saka on the right, Kane up top. And that does get all of your best players, that gets all of your best players into the team in nearly all their optimal positions. The only question mark is Trent at right centre-half. But again, you can make him go to the central centre-half with the ball at times. And he, as I say, he does that quarterback thing, which he has done for Liverpool this season. A 3-2-5. I'm just trying to... Basically what Pep does. Basically what Pep does. Here come Arsenal again. Saka ball in. And it was well defended by Konate. And Liverpool clear. Rice with a shot. He's surely offside. Yeah, offside, I was going to say. Mad. United should win that. Villa play very open. Is it at Villa Park? Because Villa, literally the only team who have genuinely outplayed us this year. Like, and by outplay, I mean like outplay. I don't mean beat. I mean outplayed and just dominated and dismantled. Roger scored that. I thought going to... I mean, I'm in the football industry, Stephen. I'm doing this for you guys right now. We make YouTube videos. We do live shows. We do football tweets. We talk about football. It's all good fun. It's all good stuff. This is what we do. And thank you guys for supporting me. So I'm able to do this. If you're a member on YouTube, if you're a subscriber on Twitch, a member of my Patreon, thank you so much. You definitely Tayab, hello. I'd look after my clients. Respect. I did look into getting my coaching badges, but it basically involved too much work. I don't know if I would have the time to do it, to be honest. I've done the level 1 or whatever the term is, but anyone can do that. To do like the level 2, you've actually got to go out and do some you know, stuff. And I don't think I'd really have the time for that right now. I did look into it though. I was considering it because it did look interesting. And yeah, guys. And just speaking on that, if you do become a Twitch subscriber or a YouTube member, that will activate the printer, and a fun thing will happen on screen. I don't know what that means, Jack. Hello, Kai. Natchez, Miles, Clear, Foden, let me know. Okay, Kai, we're having less of that. I'd rather team Pickford, Walker, Maguire, Stone, Shaw, Rice, Bellingham, Mainu, Grealish / Foden, Kane, Saka. And that works as well. It's just, if I can, I want to get Foden in the middle, because that is where he is best. He is a little bit wasted out wide. He can still do a very good job, obviously, but it's not ideal. Right, this sounds like a naughty video, so I'm definitely not going to be watching this. Thank you. Yeah, do we know any further updates on Martinez? Because that's a massive L for United. Live about 17 years above your life expectancy, and you'll have time to get coaching matches. Thanks, Narmbread. Yeah, the fact you're saying that, Musty, tells me that I shouldn't be watching this at all. Evans will play before Maguire on the left. Yeah, Ten Hag's not really fancied Maguire on the left, has he? Is that real? He's out for the season? Has that been confirmed? And is it a different injury or an aggravating one? I know he said it was the knees, but I thought he went out for an ankle issue. If to choose one, City getting relegated to League One or going into the Super League out of spite. Like, the relegation one, because we'd be back in a couple of years, it'd be chill. It'd be a pure vibes, you know. Erling Haaland up against the mighty Gillingham. We'll make it work. You can do the guy for a role, which is basically ducking into that. Who's that, RC? Is that Mainu we're talking about? Oh, it's a prediction. Ah, okay. Fairs. Big man elbow dropping his knee. Hold that. League One would be great fun. As I say, we chill out for a couple of years, easily win both, because, look, some players would obviously leave if that did happen, but you can't just get rid of all of them. They are contracted at the end of the day. That's a really good tackle by Havertz. What? The referee says it's a foul? I thought he won the ball, to be honest. I'm not sure. I thought that was very good. Foden on the left, yeah. Look, if it has to happen, it has to happen, but it is a bit of a waste. Okay, that is a bad foul, to be fair. I thought he won the ball. It's a bad foul by Havertz. This has been very underwhelming. Liverpool have had 3 shots and have only managed to accumulate an XG of 0.1. And it goes to score in League One. Oh my god. Like a million, maybe? Well, it depends. If he was surrounded by League One players, then probably not as many as still more than everyone else, but not as many as you'd think. That's really good defending by Saliba. Got the better of Diaz, and he gets Arsenal on a counter-attack. He's been very solid today, Saliba. And against another counter-attack. This time Trent is back. Havertz straight out to Saka. Yeah, these counters are killing Liverpool at the moment. Declan Rice takes it. Didn't want the shot on. Saka overhits it. Ben White keeps it in, though. Is there going to be a chance at the end of this? Back to Rice. Oh, they're playing it backwards now. Come on, Odegaard, turn, do something. There's White on your right. Ben White is going to pop the cross in, is he? He has. Konate clears it. Odegaard heads it down to Saka. Heads it to Jorginho. And Liverpool come away with it. Liverpool have been meh. I agree. Pep doesn't have the resources to compete in League One. He gets sacked 5 games into the season. Kai, you're such a fraudster, I swear. Oh, if we played our current best lineup. Oh, like genuinely, like at least 100. If it's because you have more games there as well. How many games do you play in League One? Isn't it 40? Is it 46 games you play? How many did you score in the Premier League last season? Was it 38? I reckon he gets at least 100. Yeah. Because City will be winning games like 10-0. Oh, I just made in the Premier League, RC. I think that was all comps. I don't know, I can't remember. It was a lot, basically. But yeah, this City side in League One wins every game like at least 5-0. So he'd be getting like a hat-trick every game almost. So I'm thinking like at least 100, maybe even more. Hello here to there. Klopp makes key adjustments every match versus Arteta. We'll be interested to see what he has today. And he's got to do it, hasn't he? Because so far his team have been outplayed and Arteta's sort of done him. As it stands, they are very frail on the counter-attack. And they're just not able to offer anything on the other end either. No. Oh, sorry. I thought that's a reference to the game. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the goals. My bad, RC. Novarsi would probably be getting snapped every 10 minutes. I don't think that's how it works, Kai. Open the PO box. I want to send you a life-size cutout of Calvin. That's a weird thing to want to send me, Nan. Why do you even have one of those? Oh, Jorginho. Oh, that's a nice ball into Havertz. Oh, sorry, Martinelli got the shot wrong entirely. And Arsenal just suffocating them at the moment. Oh, it's bad by Gabriel, though. He mucked that up. If Declan Rice can get there ahead of... Oh, he can. That's really calm by Rice. Gabriel fouled. Referee says no. Okay. Pep will just expand his trophy cabinet. He will. He will. Yeah, it'll be a slaughter if that happened. Most goals in a League One season is 35. How many games does it take Holland to break it? Again, if it's with City's team, like... Again, if you assume that they all play at their best level and they don't just treat it like, you know, a walk in the park, they actually try to win every game like how they do in the Premier League, he should be getting like 3 goals a game. Like, at least. It's League One opposition. City should be win, as I say, City should be winning like 5 or 6-0. So how many games? Maybe 10. Maybe 10. Genuinely. 15 at a push. Yeah, around that much, Jack, yeah. Genuinely. Because it's not just Hall, and it's also just the team. City could play their under-18s and win the league. I think our under-18s is a little bit clapped now, RC, because we either sold everyone or we promoted everyone. I think we had 3... We won it 3 times in a row across all 3 age groups. But then we sold everyone or promoted everyone, and there you go. Our Premier League 2 team is doing shit, and that's because there's no one there anymore, because we sold them all. Yeah, it's cheeks. And that'll happen. We'll just have to replenish, because there's obviously no Bob. There's no, Oh, hello, is Diaz in here? Why isn't... Liverpool have scored? What the fuck happened there? What is this Arsenal team, man? They are tragic. These lads are the... Hello, young limo. These lads are the biggest bunch of bottlers. How on earth has that gone in? What an... On the stroke of half-time as well. That is so... That is actually just... Like, nah, I'm sorry. I'm actually done with this Arsenal team. Even if they get the win, that's it. Funniest goal ever. Yeah, you're not wrong. What is Saliba doing? Just clear it. What the fuck is that, man? Saliba, just punt it, mate. What are you doing? It's actually an own goal from Gabriel. Christ almighty. It comes off Gabriel's hand as well. Oh my god, that's hilarious, man. What the fuck is Saliba doing? Liverpool haven't had a shot on target and it's 1-1. Yeah, this team just isn't serious. Again, I don't care if Arsenal win. I've changed my mind now. Arsenal aren't in this title race. These guys aren't real. They're just a bunch of jokers. If I was... My head would be on Mars if I was an Arsenal fan. I would be disgusted with that. And Toby is an Arsenal fan. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Toby, but Saliba is just... Because I'm sorry, Liverpool were fucking shit in that first half, and Arsenal were very good. But because they employ children, it seems, who don't have a brain, they've somehow made it 1-1. Yeah, that is just ropes. That is just shit. I assume Sleeper wanted the keeper to come get it. Sure, but at what point? Surely there becomes a point where you go, right, well, he isn't coming out, so I'm just going to clear it. I've seen that happen loads, where like a defender defends it, they want the keeper to come out, the keeper's too late, and then they punt it. Whereas Saliba just waits and waits and waits. So yeah, Raya has got to take some blame, but it's mainly Saliba for me. That is awful. That is so bad. Arsenal fans will be appealing for handball after the... Yeah, exactly. Give it as a penalty. Rule the goal out. The most bizarre goal of the season. Yeah, it's just pathetic. Playing basketball. And Mo says the team is a bunch of kids. Yeah, it's just pathetic. Don't worry, Liam. We'll go to a phone in shortly. Maguire clear of them all. Yeah, Scorpio, it's the most embarrassing goal you'll ever see. Again, this team is not... Arsenal's not a serious institution. That much is clear. I'm still gonna do it. No, Toby, don't do it. Don't do it, mate. It's out of time. Why being... Yeah, it's a good point, Mo. Why is Saliba doing that? It's the 47th minute and 30 seconds. There's 30 seconds left. Just punt it out for a throw-in. Even a corner if you have to. All that hard work is now undone. And it's... That first half is erased. All that good work irrelevant because you know that Klopp is going to turn it around and change the system and tweak things. So yeah, Liam says I'm going in on this phone, and well, Liam is a Liverpool fan, and again, I know Liverpool are drawing, but they have not been great in this game. Let's go to the Noblet phone. And now, guys, keep your comments coming in. I'm currently joined by Liam Byrne, who is a Liverpool fan. If you got any comments for me or him, or just any thoughts generally, let me know, because we're going to keep the conversation going. Hello, it's another Mose who says Saliba is useless 100%. He was absolutely tragic in that sequence. We're in deep trouble, says here to there. This United super team are making everyone shit themselves. Shut up. Get me in the VC, says Toby. Oh, yes, there you go. We're also joined by Toby, who is an Arsenal fan. RC says Klopp is going to go full on.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it today. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. I want to die.
Well, Arsenal are at home, so I'm going to open it in the first instance to Toby and his perspective, and then we'll head over to Liam, the Liverpool fan. Toby,
yes.
You must be quite annoyed.
Appalled.
Because
flabbergasted.
Because
all of the above.
Because you've been easily the best team.
Oh, 100%.
And yet, here we are.
Liverpool have quite frankly been fucking dog shit. They've been awful. I don't know why Liam was in the chat saying, I'm going in on this throw-in. You've done fuck all for 45 minutes. I don't know what you're going to go in on.
I'm not playing on Arsenal. Don't worry about it.
We are shit. We are awful. We are a bad team. We're fucking... I don't know what's going on. We do everything right. We've dominated them the entire game. Trent hasn't gotten a sniff for 45 minutes, which I think is a big part of why we've been playing well, because he hasn't been able to play those balls up from the back into, the Liverpool front three.
I'll tell you why you've been playing well.
We do everything right, and then Gabriel wants to start playing fucking rugby in our fucking box. I don't get it. We can't win. We cannot win. We can do everything right and we still lose. However, Havertz has been really good today. So has Martinelli. Havertz has been really good today. I've really rated it. Obviously, there are some very stark issues with having Havertz up front, in the sense of he's not a striker, he's not good as a striker, but going into the game not expecting a striker performance from Havertz, I've been able to appreciate at least his ability to create space in the middle, as you saw for the first goal. Havertz creates that space, Ødegaard a good pass, Saka finishes it off. Havertz rotating with Martinelli as well. I've liked it. Martinelli's been good in behind. But yeah, Liverpool have been fucking awful, and they haven't had a shot on target in 45 minutes, but we're at 1-1. Now, you tell me how the mathematics works on that one, because I can't fail to see how that's possible.
Yeah.
My overall thoughts are, we've been better. Liverpool have been dog shit, but we are still at our very core absolutely awful, and I'm gonna off myself today. That is my overarching opinion on the game so far.
That is an understandable take, totally.
Thank you.
Just before I move on to Liam then, Toby, just in that, obviously, the sequence at the end there, who do you, I think a number of players are at fault, but who do you mainly put the blame on there?
It's interesting. Fucking, you're going to look at Saliba shielding the ball there and you think, what the fuck are you doing? But if Raya comes to collect it, then obviously no one would even bat an eye at it. But I don't know why Saliba takes the risk of trying to shield it for Raya to pick up there. Why doesn't he just fucking hoof it? I think the least to blame is Gabriel, as much as he's the one who's put it into his own net, because it's just a complete clusterfuck. It's completely accidental. It's in no way him attempting to play the ball. He literally falls over, handballs it into his own net. I think the majority of the blame, if anyone, should lie with Saliba there.
Yes, I agree. You got 30 seconds left until half time. Just punt it. Like, stop trying to be cute. Yeah. Just punt it, mate. It's fine. It's not an issue.
We've already got a Saliba highlight reel. We don't need more for it. We've seen the Mbappe tackle. Like, we don't need a shielding compilation, bro. Just fucking hoof it, please.
So that's the Arsenal side of the story, and Toby, feel free to get involved if you heavily disagree with what Liam's about to say. But I'm also joined by Liam.
I'll hear him out.
A Liverpool fan. Liam, do you agree with what Toby said in respect of Liverpool's first half performance? I think it is safe to say that you have been underwhelming.
Right, so I'll start off with saying I channeled my inner Xabi Alonso, and I actually had a bit of a siesta today, and I missed the first 25 minutes of the game. So I can't comment on the first goal or anything before that, but I'll tell you what I have seen.
Sure.
I'm not going to talk about Arsenal yet, because I'll let the result dictate how I go into these guys. But the only thing I say about Arsenal is I've been telling people, Nobbins has said it, but not on this one player. I've been telling people, these Arsenal centre-backs, seriously, who do they actually think they are? Because they're not good. And that's all I'm going to say. No more than that. But I'll let our goal do the talking. And then I'll move on to my team. So
Sure.
There's some players and people I want to call out.
The call out.
Number one being, and listen, you're going, it's a sad time. But Jurgen Klopp, what on earth is this starting lineup? Seriously, this starting lineup is terrible. Why is Gakpo playing when you've got, obviously Nunes hit the post a few times last time, but Nunes, you can't play Gakpo. And I've said this for so long. You cannot play Gakpo and Diaz together. And if you play Gakpo and Diaz together, you have to have Salah on the pitch and not fucking put Gakpo on the right or Diaz. It doesn't work. So, number one, Klopp is being called out. Number two, Gravenberch is being called out. Oh my God. What a stinker.
I'm not going to lie,
doing?
I forgot he was on the pitch.
That's the whole point. He's literally like, it's like every time the ball goes into the middle, he's going right wing, or every time we're on the attack, he's playing right back. I don't know what he's doing, but he doesn't want it. But what I say on clubs, you don't want it enough. He doesn't want it. And as well, I know he had a big part in the goal, but Diaz as well. Oh my God, this guy. Yeah. This guy's been tragic. Say it for so. You need to respect Diaz, Liam. No, I don't. He's a bum. I promise you, he's a bum.
He hasn't been good today.
This guy, he does nothing, and then he'll pop up with like a little flick, and people, oh, it's Diaz. He's so good. No, he's not. He's not good. He needs to. But in all honesty, I'll keep him off, because I said this when last season when we had troubles and Trent was struggling defending or whatever. I said there's structural issues, and there's structural issues today. Gakpo shouldn't be playing, and Gravenberch shouldn't be playing. Obviously, Sobasai got injured, so you can't really do much there. But I'll definitely bring Nunes on.
Fully agree.
And I'll definitely bring. I'll probably leave it a little bit because he's been out for a while, but I can't. You can't not bring Thiago on. You can't not do it. And I've made my thoughts on Harvey Elliott very clear. I don't want Harvey Elliott on this pitch today, so I'd bring Thiago on.
There we go. So neither fan happy with how things are going. Liam just not happy generally. Toby obviously just happy generally, just not with that at last mental action. We're also joined by Will. Hello, Will.
Hello.
Will is that's a very good mic.
Your mic. I was gonna say.
I found the earphones.
Hey, it's no longer muffled. Unreal, absolute scenes. Will is a neutral for this game, being a Borough fan. Will, what are your thoughts on the game? Liverpool have no midfield presence. Why? Arsenal are doing their best to bottle it again. Why?
This is just classic Arsenal. I don't know how they do it. But for Liverpool, I know Liam mentioned Gravenberch, but there's some Curtis Jones conversations that need to happen.
He's name dropped him.
I completely disagree, Will. You can't expect Curtis Jones and McAllister to run the midfield and play well when they're playing essentially on their own without a fucking right centre mid when
once again,
can someone pull up how many times Gravenberch has actually touched the ball? Because
no, because McAllister's played amazing.
10.
McAllister's been unreal. Curtis Jones has been shit.
Nah, listen.
I will do that now.
Gravenberch, if this guy has touched the ball over 20 times, I'll be shocked.
23.
This is really awkward. Curtis Jones has touched it 26 times, so there's a whopping 3 touch difference. He's been just as uninvolved.
No, that is true. I've not seen Curtis this entire half, to be honest.
I've not seen you midfield.
Yeah, it's only McAllister who's doing anything.
McAllister.
Yeah,
I've seen
McAllister.
But Thiago needs to come on.
I think your issue with bringing Thiago on would be then all of your defensive responsibility would lie with either Gravenberch or McAllister, depending on who you take off.
Oh no, mate, Gravenberch is coming off. Thiago comes on.
So what? McAllister is a DM in my
No, McAllister's playing DM anyway, so it's not really going to change anything. Just Thiago. Thiago's still Thiago. It doesn't matter how long he's been out for.
Still him.
We're getting some good compliments.
Arsenal look really good.
And just speaking of goodwill, we're getting some compliments for your voice. Jack saying his voice has never been so clear. I didn't recognise him. So a shout out to you. Sorry, continue, Will.
Arsenal look, man. I've said it for a while. I want to see them do this Havertz, Saka, Martinelli thing. I just think that Havertz and Martinelli work really well because he does little knockdowns and it gives Martinelli space to run into, and they can go long now. They're not just getting bullied in the air.
Especially with Trent leaving that space when he's going forwards. Obviously, there's lots of space to work with.
But he's covering 2 positions. This is what happened when we had fucking Henderson playing right centre mid and Elliott. He has to cover 2 positions because these fucking guys are so inept at everything they do. It's hard. Well, just wait till Thiago comes on. Or I'm not even going to say Harvey Elliott because it will continue. But yeah, if we had Somerset, it would be a different story. But I still think we're going to win.
So
if I were Liverpool, I'd sub on Nunes.
Yes, definitely. So, Will, just with you again. I don't actually know your thoughts on this. Has this performance convinced you that Arsenal are in the title race, still in the title race, or actually the manner in which they have performed well, but then sort of like let it all go away, similar to late last season? Is it sort of making you think, well, same old Arsenal?
No, I think they're in it. This time, I truly think, as much as you want to say, they bottled it, that was really unlucky. Even the shielding error that Saliba made, it shouldn't result in a goal. Like, yeah, Diaz got the ball and he poked it towards the throw-in, and it happened to cannon off Gabriel's hand. It's just really unlucky.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very good chat. Thank you guys for that. I want sort of final score predictions, please. I'll start with Toby because again, his team are at home.
3-1 Arsenal.
Okay, Liam, Liverpool fan.
I think we're going to win 3-2.
Oh, a high-scoring affair, and Will the neutral.
3-2 Arsenal, Darwin Núñez chaos goal.
Love the specifics. Thank you guys so much for that. I'll chat to you guys in the second half. Oh, Luis Diaz already had a shot there. What?
Who's that coming on for Arsenal?
Kiwi.
Oh, fuck off.
Wait, I take it back. I take it back. He's the worst player in the league. 3-2 Liverpool.
Who's come off? Did Saliba come off?
Maybe Zinchenko.
See you guys. Bye-bye. There we go. The prediction was altered at the last second. Yeah. I wonder if Zinchenko is injured. Because why else would you take him off? I think Zinchenko's actually been quite good this game. He hasn't had much to do defensively, which is always good. He's always going to offer you something on the ball. And yeah, and now... yeah, that's a very unusual change. Unless there's an injury. I don't know. I don't know why you do that. If anyone has any info on that, please let me know. But yeah, that was a Noblet phone-in. Thank you so much, Will, Liam, Toby, for joining me. I thought it was a very good chat. It's always it's ideally that's what we'd have every single time. We'd have like a home fan, an away fan, and a neutral. That would be really interesting to have. So yeah, I like that dynamic a lot. Thank you guys for that. This Havertz knockdown to Martinelli is trouble. Yeah, and that's what Will was saying, and I agree. I alluded to it before kickoff that Trent is obviously going to be leaving a lot of space because by nature of how he plays. Oh, here come Liverpool. They're already in the Arsenal box. Luis Diaz with the ball through, and I thought it was going to reach Gravenberch, but not quite. Yeah, there's always going to be that space there, so if you can like ping it up to Havertz, knock it onto Martinelli into that empty space, Martinelli to run onto Kanate. That's how that first, well, what should have been the first goal with that Saka header. Gonna stick with 2-1. Got a sneaky feeling that Martinelli bags. Well, Arsenal have got to try to carry on as they ended. Well, not ended, but you know, for the most part, how they performed in that first half. Outside of that brief moment of madness from Saliba and Raya. Hello, Harry Kane. Harry Kane here dropping in from Germany. Love that from you. If you could, like, do less dropping in, and by that I mean less dropping deep, that would be great, mate, for England. How you doing, Harry? Gravenberch doing his best. Fucking hell. What, because he's gone hiding? Is that what you're trying to say? Oh, I thought that was in. from Curtis Jones, he cut inside, took the shot.
Gravenberch winner.
I know it's only the opening 2 minutes, but so far, this has been better than basically what we had in that entire first half from Liverpool. Really interesting how they've come out immediately like this. The disrespect. For who, Harry? For who? Are you the real Harry Kane? Are you the real Harry Kane? Be honest with me, mate. You can be honest with me. Oh. And if that was actually close, the camera made it look that way. It did look very close, though. It did. I thought that was just one of those where it might nestle into the bottom corner. Yeah, you are. I love that. We've got the real Harry Kane here, guys. Guys, do we have any questions for Harry? Any questions for my boy Kane? Are you going to captain us to the Euros win, mate? If that happens, then I'll love you forever. That's a foul by Jota on Gabriel, surely. Referee says no. Okay. I thought Jota fouled Gabriel, then I thought Gabriel fouled Jota. Referee said no on both occasions. When you come back to Spurs. When he'll do a Teddy Sheringham. He'll win loads of stuff, as Teddy did with United, and then he'll come back and like score loads of goals like the age of 40. Bad ball that by Odegaard. Or Saka, sorry. Don't know how I confused those two. I hate when you need to go to the toilet during the match. That's the worst, isn't it, Musty? Absolute AIDS. AIDS! How you doing, mate? Look at this little rat. Oh. How you doing, man? Try, do or do not. There is no try, Harry Kane. He'll definitely still get... I'm still convinced Harry Kane will get the all-time Premier League goal-scoring record. 3 years with Bayern. How old will he be? Like, maybe let's say even 5 years with Bayern. How old is Kane? Is he 31? 30? 29? Let's call him 30. I don't know. So let's say he ends his Bayern career at 35. Lewandowski was still popping off at that age. He could definitely go back to Spurs at 35 years old and still be unbelievably good. And he still definitely get the record. And even after that, he could go to like when he gets to like 39, 40, as Teddy Sheringham did, he could go to a lower, position, to like a more mid-table team, like a West Ham, whatever. And he could also do bits there. So he could definitely still break the record, 100%. Of course I rate Son, David. He's very good. Ed, I'm doing great, mate. We're watching a very good game of football, to be honest. Good's a strong word. Entertaining probably is the correct word. That's good by Kiwi Or, to be fair. Where is Rice going? He runs into traffic. My stomach's been brewing. What do you reckon it's going to be on the Bristol stool chart? He's 30. Yes, we could definitely do that. Another 4 or 5 years there. And it's such a shame from an Arsenal perspective because for all intents and purposes, they were the better side. They should be winning, and yet a silly error has made that happen. If I should follow you, then press 1, and if not, press 2. What does that mean, Harry? Why am I being lied to? Harry Kane says he's 31. Jack says he's 30. Don't lie to me, Harry. Parapane will go Saudi after buying. I don't know. I do think that he still wants that record. And he can definitely get it easily. I rate Son highly. No, Owl, he's a fantastic player, Son. He's brilliant. I think he would have been a great player at City as well. He's brilliant. Him and their 40-year-old Messi and Suarez would be unstoppable. True. Oh, that ball in behind is far too easy. Odegaard, the shot deflected behind for a corner. That was nearly close. The game has been entertaining, I think. Ed, Arsenal have been so much better. The issue is that in the dying embers of the first half, for no reason, Saliba decided to shield the ball, and it went in as a Gabriel own goal when he could have just cleared it. Oh, we've passed level 2. So that's just gas at that point, isn't it? If I should follow you. If you want to follow me, Kane, you can, mate. You'll have to. But if you are enjoying yourself and want to come to more live streams, I'd recommend you do it, so you always get updated. Hello, Alex. Sorry, I actually rate daughter higher. I don't know what that means, Alex. How you doing there? If Ramos should get Mbappe, I reckon we have Haaland throughout. Yeah, there's surely no world in which Mbappe and Haaland are on the same team at once. That would be very weird. Only if you want to, though, Harry. Hey, thank you so much, Harry, for becoming an Abinio. Let me know your shoe size, mate.
What is your shoe size?
And I'll add you to the shoe size list. I always ask this of new followers who get involved in the chat. Oh, I get it. I'm sorry, Alex. My brain wasn't working quick enough there. Not Elliot. Hey. Respect Harvey. Respect. Only if you want to, Harry, but if you want to get added to the shoe size list, that's a good ball by Trent. White has not engaged Jota. Really weird decision there. Saka will just clear it now. Liverpool are knocking on the door. If Liam's still here as a Liverpool fan, are you happy with a draw? Are you going to take that? Or are you like, no, we need to win to sort of like make a statement against City and be like, ha. My shoe size is 8.5. Excellent stuff, Harry. We know how to on now. 8.5. Well done, mate. You've made the shoe size list. They're knocking on the door, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, UK. That's good. That's good. Can Arsenal clear it? Can they clear their lines? Yes, they can. Saka pumps it up. What do I do with the list? Just vibes? That's a foul. That should be a yellow from Kanate, yeah. That was a very naughty from him because Arsenal would have been in there. So I guess he took the yellow well. But yeah, Havertz has been causing nuisance for Arsenal's defence. Kanate trying to choke slam him. Yeah, easiest yellow card you'll see. Decides to just bring him down. Are you going to a City game second half of the season? Just Curious, yes, Alex. I do go to the home Premier League games. Basically all of them, so I will be going to basically all of the remaining ones in the Premier League at home. Musty, respect me. Respect me. I never do such a disgusting, depraved thing. I'm probably gonna have a show with Tom Little tomorrow, Mo's channel, so this will be interesting, because he's been talking a lot of shit about Arsenal in recent weeks. So if they don't beat Arsenal, that'll be very interesting. Oi, this isn't Sodden, this is pristine paper, yeah? Pristine. Let's have a goal in the second half, lads. Ødegaard whips it, header, it's well wide from Gabriel. How was it against Spurs at the Etihad? Not ideal. It was very annoying, to be honest. I did a video on it. I've not seen... I didn't realise he's wanked off a man. I mean, you know, each to their own. If he wants to wank off men, he's more than welcome to it. I don't shame. How did the FM save go when I missed it? Any improvements in the results? I think we ended the stream 5th in the table, to be fair, Ed. So I don't think it was an awful situation. It wasn't ideal. We still had some annoying results, but it's getting better. And I'm trying to get rid of the... exactly, up the grasshoppers. I'm trying to get rid of the shit I've offered them out. No one wants them. No one wants my shit. So I think next season we're going to have to go in hard on getting rid of these lads, because my squad is bloated and we don't have any money. So the idea is to basically Wow. Trent has been taken off. Okay. Robertson on. So Gomez going to the right. That's a really weird change. I think I'd be very upset with that. Darwin coming on for Gakpo is the correct call, though. He may have... potentially... No, yeah, Musty, I agree. However, Harvey Elliott on for Gravenberch, by the way. However, in the same way that, you know, De Bruyne can have a bad game, but he can still, like, whip out a bit of magic. And I feel like that's what Trent is. He's a game breaker, isn't he? I don't know. I think because it normally happens on Monday, so probably not. Curtis Jones cooking this half. He heard my criticism, yeah. That's how it works, Will. Look, some players crumble under the lights of Will's critique, not Curtis Jones. Yeah, it is interesting from Klopp. Nunes got a Prem record. Was that for hitting the post or something like that in the game? That is impressive, to be fair. I think the cancerous mid-season slump where your players get injured. Oh, KX, did I tell you got injured for like 4 months, mate? Just after we put you on penalties. I reckon Village has two-footed you in training, because as soon as we take him off penalties and put you on it, you get taken out for 4 months. Oh, you were there. There you go. As I say, I reckon Village has done that. Klopp can take a Europa, a Carabao, and second place. Well, if they lose here, that would be a massive dent to their title hopes. But they still would be in the driving seat. Compared to Arsenal, anyway. Unsure what safe to do now. What did you do before, Ed? I see them both at the same time, Jack. With the new thing I've sorted. If you send any Swiss blonde guys, I want to be them. Okay, Nan. I'll keep you updated on that, mate. And yeah, it is very interesting from Klopp here to there. I agree. Interesting, odd. I like having my own players too, and I should have been a bit harsher. I should have looked at my squad more and gone, are you ever going to play? Probably not. Saka down, hopefully he's alright. And there is Theo Walcott. Where's Jack when you need him? Elliot is Liverpool's second most creative player after Trent. That's a bold statement, Alex. Olivier Giroud. I love Giroud. I've genuinely loved Giroud at City. I thought it was fantastic. Why do you read your comments in a different tone? What? Oh, hello, Declan. Hello. Oh, I thought he was going to find Havertz. He went for the safer ball to Saka. Is Saka going to take the shot? He does, and it's well wide. Boring. Oi, respect Giroud. Respect him. I went to Austria and got sacked. Oh, yeah, I told you to go to Austria. I feel sorry about that, Ed. Sorry. I have a fantasy football team. I think most people do, to be fair, Harry. Saka is so bad. I still can't get over that miss. That header miss was unreal. Actual madness. Why does Declan Rice take the corners? I know he's like fine at them, whatever, but surely you'd want him in the box because he's tall and strong. Why wouldn't you put like Saka on the corners and Martinelli on the corners? That seems a bit like when Hodgson put Kane on them. Okay, so let's put you on them, mate. I don't get that, to be honest. Arsenal have accumulated over 2xG. That's crazy. They've missed 3 big chances. Absolute madness. Liverpool with Jota, edge of the box. Diaz takes a shot first time straight into the hands of Raya, whatever. I used to live 10 minutes away from the Brooklyn Nets Stadium and walk to Nets games. It's similar for City games. Yeah, it's good being local. Because it's like, oh, it's sick. It's there. It's inconvenient traversing distance. So does that mean, are you a Nets fan then, Stephen? Because Liam Byrne is. Am I available at 8 PM tonight? Do you want to go on a date, Musty? What? Why? Is there something going on? Is there a match? Rice and Saka have the same amount of headed goals. That is a fun fact. I watched the second half, how it's going. It's not been as impressive from Arsenal in the second half. I still think they've been the better team. Liverpool have had a bit more threat about them, but it is very... It's not vintage Liverpool or vintage Klopp. You want me to watch the Madrid derby? I probably won't be doing that. I'll probably be chilling with Mrs. Nobbins. I'm watching some basketball tonight, though. I don't know what. I tell you what, I might watch your team, Musty, the Raptors. Oh, referee says no foul on Havertz. He went down under the challenge. Havertz wanted it. He's not going to get it. It will be reviewed, obviously. Owl, I need your opinion, mate, as the qualified referee. What do you think? Oh, and the referee is pausing. McAllister holding his ankle. Has McAllister given away a penalty? My first instinct was no. That's a pen. That's a penalty. That's easily a penalty. Yeah, 100%. That's a penalty. Easily a penalty. If that's not given, I don't know what to say. Owl. That is a penalty, surely. That's not a pen, says KX. What? Am I being stupid? Surely. What? Guys, I'm not being stupid. That's a penalty, right? McAllister doesn't get the ball. He scissors both of his legs into his leg. Surely. All ball. That's a penalty. No pen given. What? It's definitely a penalty. Thank you, Owl, who's a referee. That's such a penalty, guys. I don't understand. Yeah, that's a penalty. I don't know what else to say. Isn't that 3 in a row? That isn't that 3 in a row that Liverpool have? That 3 penalties which should have gone against Liverpool but haven't. That is mad. That is mad. You know. Yeah, it's a penalty, guys. I don't know what else to say. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be well annoyed because they've been the better side. They deserve to be in the lead, and yet here we are. It's clumsy for me. I'll leave it as that. No, you can't leave it as that because you said it's a penalty. Owl, you've committed. Kai, what happened was Arsenal have been denied a very obvious penalty. But apart from that, not much. To be honest, KX, because you're mental. But more run out of energy like Klopp dishing out apology letters every week. Yeah, that is an insane call to me. I don't know what world we are in if that isn't a penalty. I don't know. What's the official explanation as to why it isn't? Because he doesn't get any of the ball, doesn't touch it, and McAllister moves his leg so that his two legs are literally over Havertz's striding leg, which results in him falling over because of the contact of the fact that he's got his leg sandwiched in between his two legs. Mudrick has replied to a Chelsea fan asking for a 1v1. What's he said? Oh, Van Dijk, that is a... Oh my god, that's the greatest goal I've ever seen. And Alisson Becker is a Van Dijk do their best impression of Saliba and Raya from the first half. Good lord. That is just, oh my god, that is so fucking class. What is this game, man? That is genius from Van Dijk and Alisson. No idea what Van Dijk is doing in the first instance. No idea what Alisson is doing in the follow-up. Probably blame, like with the Arsenal one, probably blame Van Dijk a bit more than Alisson. But good lord, yeah, it's actually happened twice. Lightning has struck in a bottle twice. What is Van Dijk doing, man? Martinelli hounds him. Alisson just misses it. Again, I put more of the blame on Van Dijk, I think, there. Alisson doesn't cover himself in glory either. That's so bad. That is so funny, man. Terrible. Yeah, I don't know. What is Van Dijk even looking at? Martinelli can't miss. And it's what they deserve, to be honest. Like, you know, in my opinion, Arsenal were denied a pretty obvious penalty. And you know, that's... Yeah, that is insane. That's Van Dijk from last season. That's not what he's been this year. That is poor. He knows he's made an error, yeah. Doesn't even try to blame Alisson. He knows it's all him. That's poor. No, what's the... KX, we'll be having less of that. It's not a foul. Hello, Miss Dot. How you doing? Great face. Really bizarre. This is a weird game, man. This is a weird game of football. It sort of, like, reinforces for me that this is a season... Thank you so much for following, Miss Dot. This, from a City fan's perspective, this is a season where City's biggest rivals are themselves. Does that make sense? Like, if City don't win, it'll be because they lost. It sounds like a stupid thing to say, but you get what I mean. Sound like I missed out. Ed, I'd recommend giving the highlights a watch, mate. Because this has been a weird game. These have been the worst goals I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Even the first Arsenal goal was tragic, because it was tragic defending by Liverpool, and then really bad finishing, McAllister with a shot wide. Who predicted Martinelli will score at half-time call? I think it was Will who said that, didn't he? Was it Will? Maybe? If you can confirm that for me. Alisson is too good looking to be a goalkeeper. Oh, gosh. Yeah, bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. And again, these are City's main title rivals. And they're producing goals like that. We've seen one in a game, I can be like, okay, fine. But the fact there's two, once again, there's so much space for Martinelli, man. It hasn't been resolved since Trent left. That's just an issue. Liverpool can clear it, but still. Are these goals as bad as Gasky's shit? Maybe worse, Ed. Maybe worse, honestly. Because at least that was just pure luck. This is just terrible. Erdegaard's... Oh, I thought he was going to take the shot. I thought he was going to line one up. They are. Thank you so much for following, Salford. Feel free to get involved in the chat, mate. This guy, KX. This is under sevens level shit. There's a lot of grown men and can't communicate. So, I think most people would say that Saliba and Van Dijk have been the two best centre-halves in the league this season. I think most people would agree on that. But they've just dropped the weirdest clangers, coupled with the goalkeeper, sure. But mainly it's the centre-halves. Just been terrible. Yeah, I know you wouldn't, Cakes. Hello, Salvador. Let me know who you support, my man. Or girl. KDB Etihad against Arsenal. We will be there. Tell you what, if these teams defend like this, if Liverpool want to play like this at Anfield, that would be nice. I doubt it. Joe Gomez will probably drop a masterclass like he did last season. That just solidifies Nathan Ake as the best defender in the Prem this season. Stephen, you said it. Nah, that's a good point, mate. Can't be disrespecting your boyhood club. Shut up, Kai. These malicious rumours must end. Your boy. Excellent, Salford. Let me know who you support, Salford, if you'd like to. I support Man City, personally. Hence all the City stuff. Kai, shut up. Oh, what a weird game this is. As I say, it's not been a good game because the quality's been bad. It's been an entertaining game, though. A lot like the 2022 World Cup, to be fair. No, I take that back. Ignore that. Nan. Your team is Barca. Brilliant. Ow, what the hell, mate? My team is FC Barcelona, so Salford. What are your thoughts on this season, mate? It's not been great. That's why I took it back, KX. Yeah, it wasn't actually entertaining for the most part. That was a very different thing. The results were entertaining and interesting, but the matches, for the most part, were shit. The actual quality of football was bad for the most part. And I watched nearly every game out. The only ones I couldn't watch were when they were showing two at once. But every other game I watched, every single one. Hello, Shay. I'm so happy with Arsenal. Yes, and again for me, they were denied a pretty obvious penalty. Big difference how Marcelo played through the challenge. Habits would have flopped to the ground. It would have been good if there was a couple of heads. Oh fucking hell, no! You got paid off by City to promote them. What the hell? Not my saint. What? Oh, Scorpio. Yes. Lego Batman. No, mate. I tell you what, if Arsenal get the win, this just confirms to me, again, that they are actually in this title race, and it is a three-way race. Do not discount them. It's pretty unlikely to be a Liverpool win, which, again, is very good for City. I'm not disrespecting, I just don't want to play it. I'm sure the Lego games are great. Lego Star Wars is one of my favourite games, but I just don't want to play it. As it stands, Arsenal go ahead of City. Obviously, there are two games in hand. If City win both, it's a big if. If we win both our games in hand, we will, as it stands, be top of the Premier League. Big ifs all round. Got to win those two games. They aren't easy. Right, piss off with United. They're 6th. Okay, chill. Villa in the race. No, they aren't. I'm sorry, but Villa practically aren't in it. It's more than mathematics. Who said Martin? I thought it was Will, drumroll. Form's picking up indeed. To be fair, as Gasky and I predicted, once the injured players come back, they will be better. Knobcast, by the way, will be recording the podcast tomorrow. Make sure to stay tuned for that. If you aren't already following the podcast, what are you doing? I've got a really good podcast. You should be listening to it. We're like top 200 in the UK or whatever. You should be following it. It's a City and Man United podcast. There you go. Go follow it. It's on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, etc. Reckon United will get Champions League without the weird 5th place rule? No, I don't think they get into top 4. Because it's definitely the top 3 is City, Arsenal, Spurs. City, Arsenal, Liverpool, the combination they're in. I think Spurs will get 4th. No, Musty would. Oi, Musty, you should be listening to the pods. They're really good. No, we don't do ball busters because I don't think you guys really enjoyed it enough to keep doing it. No, I don't think United get top 4. Keep doubting. I'll do it. We might bring it back at some point, but for now, nah. Goal scored 76 to 90th minutes. 20 for Liverpool. God, they love a late goal, don't they? They love a cheeky late goal. Oh, Saka fell over, but Odegaard's made it work. If you can get away with Van Dijk. No, he's strong. Van Dijk is very strong there. They've got to stop this counter-attack, have Arsenal. No, you're not, Jack. I will take it away from you as quick as a flash, if you're naughty. Not good enough, Musty. Watch the clips on YouTube, I reckon. When I start doing them properly. That's my bad. That is my bad. I can't remember what the fuck. It was a game played on the podcast, Narmbread. I gave you a cryptic clue and you had to name a footballer. Can I think of one? Can I think of one? What was it like? A bird, a large vehicle, and one of the Weasleys. That wasn't the clue, but I've just made it up then. A Christmas bird, a large vehicle, and one of the Weasleys. Who is that player? He did, Jack, to be fair. He did win it a lot. Can you decipher the cryptic clue? Oh, I thought that was in from McAllister. Goodness me. It's not KDB. What is it, guys? A Christmas bird, a large vehicle, and a Weasley. It's not a City player. No. If he wants the yellow, he can become Golden Noblet. You ain't getting the Ball Busters role. It's not happening. Because it's not in use. Saka's down here. Hope he's alright. It's not McAllister. You. No, it's not me. I feel like doing a longer term save this time around for FM. It's not again. I leave the choice to you. Should I go to Finland or Ireland for a build a nation type save? Finland sounds fun. Don't know if I could even name you a Finnish team. Go for Finland, Ed. And then you can maybe make your way around to the Scandinavia. Hey, well done, Jack. Yes. The answer was Robin Van Persie. A Christmas bird, Robin, a large vehicle, Van, and one of the Weasleys. Percy Weasley. Well done, Robin Van Persie. So I've got ads. You shouldn't have ads. I thought you were a Prime subscriber, KX. About to make lunch. What's your favourite meal to cook? What's the time where you are, Alex? Favourite meal to cook is something easy, because I don't like cooking. I can cook, but I hate it. That's why, like, Mrs. Nobbins does most of the cooking in our house, and I do most of the cleaning up. How do you renew it then, KX? I might have a cheeky takeaway, you know. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Guys, who should I bet on tonight with the basketball? Musty, are you going to lose tonight, mate? Because you play someone good. I think you play the Thunder at the Thunder, so I'm pretty keen on betting against you, to be honest. You are 14-5 to win. Thunder should definitely win that. I'm also looking at the Celtics, but they let me down. They let me down the other day when they lost against the Lakers. So I don't know if I can trust them. Oh, do that then, KX, mate. No one? What do you mean no one must? I've got to do someone. Well, I don't have to. No, I'm not going to bet on you to win. I'm going to bet on you to lose because you're against the Thunder. And I want to win money, so I'm not going to bet on you. I know the system. I know the teams to bet on to get money. You should watch Houston Rockets versus the T-Wolves. I will watch them, Stephen, but I can't put a bet on them. I don't trust the T-Wolves. Because they bottle it too much. You should beat the Grizzlies, Narn, but you should have beaten the Clippers. You should have beaten the Lakers. So I don't know if I can trust you. If you bet on the Rockets and we win, you have to let me keep the roll. No. Just don't bet on a Raptors game full stop. Why? I bet on you to lose to, was it the Bucks? And like, I got early payout because you went 20 points behind. A foul throw. I don't get how you can do a foul throw in the Premier League. City did it twice the other week against someone. I can't remember who it was. It's like, what these are professional footballers. I don't watch NFL, Scorpio. I've tried to get into it. I promise you, I've tried really hard, but I just can't. I can't deal with plays lasting like 5 seconds and then there's a big pause. It just, I can't do it. I have tried. No, I watched like half a game of like another one. You're thinking of a different game. I definitely tried to watch one. Bet on Jokic to get a triple double. Well, if I do ever place a bet on the Nuggets, I always bet on Jokic to get like, 7 rebounds, 20 points, 3 assists, and that always comes in. Watch Hockey League. Hockey might be interesting, to be fair. This game has been the perfect example at why, if in doubt, kick it out is the best motto in football. Kai, you're absolutely right, mate. Bring back Brexit ball. Can Liverpool, as against City, in my opinion, not deserve to get anything from the game, but can they get a late equaliser? I don't like hand egg too many eggs. I don't get what's happening. That's what I mean. I don't mind the I don't know what's happening, because I can watch something and not need to know what's going on. But it is the constant stoppages and the constant ads. If it was just like one big, I don't know how that would work, but if it was just like one big play with only a few stoppages, it stops far too frequently, Musty. 100%. 100% it stops too much. Twitch sucks for that to Scorpio. Sorry about that. If you're able to, one of the benefits of being a subscriber is a Twitch subscriber is you get an ad-free viewing experience. And this even with basketball, I've got to have at least 2 basketball games on the go. Oh, here we go, Havertz. He's beaten Konate to that. He's had a good game, by the way, Havertz. What was I saying? Oh, sorry, Hockey League. I thought we were talking about Football League. My bad. No, I don't have an ADHD brain because I can... But I do need action. Like the football, the balls... I know sometimes the ball isn't in play, obviously. But for the most part, there is something going on, isn't there? It's like basketball. When it's happening, it's happening. When it's constant timeouts, that is when it's annoying. But at that point, have another game on because the timeouts do annoy me. So it means I can watch multiple games. So a timeout happens, I go to another game for like 5 minutes, go back to the other one. So I've got constant ball on. Kai, I don't have that. I'm fine to watch a 90-minute game of football without issue. It's all good. I just don't like constant stoppages and constant adverts. That's all it is. I think what I will bet on, I might do like a cheeky double, because the Celtics are currently being given minus 18.5 against the Grizzlies. I've never seen it that high. Because Celtics are at home, they don't lose at home normally, and they just lost at home recently, therefore surely lightning won't strike twice. I've watched the Grizzlies, they are shit, I always bet against them to lose, and it always works. So I'm thinking a double of the Grizzlies and the Thunder. Maybe even a triple, because the Nuggets play the Trailblazers, and they're like down the table. So when you rewatch football games, do you pause and rewind the game constantly to analyze the game? If I'm doing a video on it, Stephen, yeah. I'll watch it, and then I'll watch it again, and then yeah. That's exactly what I'll do. Right, there's 7 minutes left in this game. How has Kiwior missed that? That was a free header. Again, shit defending by Liverpool. If he's onside there, that is tragic. He's well onside. Van Dijk playing him on. How on earth has he not scored that? He hits it straight at Alisson. If Arsenal don't win, man. Nunez, that is shit, man. Why are you shooting from that angle? I don't know why he's there, KX, but it is working. And nah, Brad, you're not wrong. Yeah, he is weird that he's there, but that was the right call, because that space, once again, vacated. Liverpool's defensive right has been really bad this game. They're just getting so much joy. And it's just a wild effort by Nunez. No composure or placement on that. I'm having a hug with Gabriel. Could have taken a touch. He could have just got it on target. Well, no, it's not got on target. Either side of Alisson, it's a goal. Thiago is on for Gomez. He's back after his long time out with injury. I think this is his first appearance since. Very interesting change. I don't know how much added time we're going to have, because I feel like there haven't been too many stoppages. So Liverpool can probably kiss that win goodbye. Can Arsenal hang on? Do they have the character to not bottle? You think 3? Yeah, there shouldn't be too many minutes. That's a handball by Nunez. Yeah. Or an offside, whatever. Saliba's had a minus 20 performance. Well, he was actually good, just apart from that one moment of mentalness. I don't have any piercings, to be honest, KX. I've considered the idea of like getting my ears pierced at some point, but I've never really properly considered it. Liverpool need a goal to 18 minutes of added time. That penalty shout was mental. That penalty shout was insane. And against Chelsea as well. Mad. Absolutely mad. Leaked video. I don't have any leaked videos. There are no leaked... The worst leaked videos of me would be like me being very drunk on a toilet. And that's it. Love that from UKX. Shout out the Patreon. The OnlyFans. Trossard, since coming on, has been tenacious. Diaz needs some help here. Elliott comes to provide it and just punts it out. Oh yeah, I was going to say, where's Saka? I don't think he's on the pitch anymore, is he? Oh, 4 minutes. Can they hang on? Well, this has gone totally counter to my prediction. I really thought Liverpool were going to get the win. No, I didn't do disgusting things. I was just very drunk. I had my trousers. I mean, still had my underwear on. But for some reason, I think I just felt really hot. So I took my trousers off. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanking your mate off. It's a bit weird. But hey, if you... I don't have an issue with anyone wanking anyone off. As long as it's all consensual. You know, just go for it. If you want to do it and they want it, go for it. Yeah? Good work, X. I mean, it's not something I'd be interested in personally, but if you are, go for it, you know? You know? It's well defended by Arsenal again. As a foul. That should be a yellow card. And that's going to be a second yellow. And he's off, and rightly so. Yeah, that's easily a second yellow on Konate. He's had a bad game, can't lie. And that is it. Yeah, that was definitely a yellow card. Klopp is doing a sarcastic thumbs up, but it's 100. But the first yellow was a yellow plus. I'm going to be honest. And that is definitely a yellow card as well. So that's silly from him. He will miss the next game. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing there, Konate. It's definitely a foul. It's definitely a yellow card. Havertz does so well. In fact, Havertz is the reason Konate's off. Because he drew both fouls. Well done. Bro better not be yelling that the refs benefited Arsenal, innit? Yeah, Liverpool have been bad. 100% second yellow. What is Liverpool's next domestic game, lads? Because Konate will miss that now. Obviously. Game over, says Liam. Oh, Liam, we didn't have you here earlier when the moment of madness happened with Van Dijk. Guys, I think Havertz has been man of the match. You know. Yeah, so there's a foul by Van Dijk on Havertz. Why is... Oh, these Liverpool players need to calm down. They're sort of losing their heads a little bit here. Burnley, Brentford, Luton in the next 3 matches. So, oh, so they missed Burnley at home. Well, that's not an issue then, is it? Oh, Liverpool have given it away again. What are they doing? Why not going into the corner, mate? It's the 89th minute. Nelson is such an idiot. That lad's got no game management. Go into the corner. It's not a foul. Next game's Burnley at home. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So the red card doesn't really matter then. If it was someone good, then it could be an interesting situation, but it's not, is it? Yeah, it's all good. He only misses one because it's a second yellow. SJK Academia. Our team I'm going to take over in Finland. Formed in 2012. Based in the city of... Oh, God. Sinjoki. Love that from you, Ed. Nunez has got 7 yellows this season. Mad. They did, Stephen, because they reek. Chelsea just stink. How can you spend that much money and still be shite? Who would be a good opponent for no Canate? Well, Burnley at home is next, so they're not going to miss anything. 7 minutes? Excuse me, guys. Where has 7 come from? 7 seems mental. What were the am I being stupid? Where? Yeah. What were the big stoppages in this game? Saka was down for a little bit. 7 minutes is mad. Goal scored 90 plus minutes. Liverpool 7. Top. Arsenal also top, to be fair, but thanks for that Firefox. Okay, love that from you. Oh, Trossard has absolutely done Harvey Elliott there. Why are you going into the box? Go into the corner, mate. Oh, that's why! And that's the game! Allison's been nutmegged! And Arteta's popping off. This is a massive, massive result in the title race. Oh my Christ. Wow. I don't think anyone was predicting a 3-1. This is... Liverpool have been bad. They have scored from one moment of madness from Arsenal, not even any good play by them. This has been a ridiculous game. Toby doesn't have to kill himself today. Toby did say 3-1. You're absolutely right. Amazing scenes. This is big for City. Trossard absolutely skins Harvey Elliott there. Far too easy to get past him. Liverpool's defence is at odds. They are 10 men. And yeah, Alisson, I think, has got to do better there, honestly. It is a very good finish through the legs, but I expect Alisson to do better. It's always tricky going through the legs, but still. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. That is poor keeping. He's not had the great game. He's not had a great game, Alisson. Elliot, yeah, Elliot got spun. Oh, to be fair, it takes a deflection off Van Dijk. To be fair. Okay, I'll forgive Alisson for that. It's not that big of a result, Liam. It's a massive result, mate. It is massive. Because it means two things. It means that Arsenal are 100% still in this title race. And it means if City win both their games in hand, City go top. It is a massive result. They're also only 2 points behind you now, rather than 5. Yeah, it's a massive game. Massive result. And I think it's also massive from an Arsenal mentality perspective, because they could have played within themselves and absolutely bottled it after that ridiculous error at the end of the first half. I think last season they would have done. Yeah, KX, I did. But that's because I assumed they were going to react how they did last season. And they did the exact opposite. They actually came back and turned it around, so fair play to them. You lot will be losing Anfield, so it's not too deep. Yeah, but Liam, there's a big difference between you can afford to not win a game and you must win a game. There's a big difference there. Again, KX, their second half performance has made that null and void. That's the difference. And again, I don't know whether they got the 7 minutes from, but Arsenal made the most of it. In the same way that last season, Arsenal were in a position where they could afford to lose at the Etihad. Then it became a game of, right, well, we can afford to draw at the Etihad. And then it became, right, now we need to win. And I think all that pressure got to them. Why is Rice number 41? I don't know. Jorginho's been given man of the match. That's fair. I'd personally give it Havertz. I think he's been brilliant. Yeah, I think it's been fantastic. I'm going to tweet about him right now, actually. There we go. I'm going to send that. Boom. I think, yes, a fair shout. I'd personally give it Havertz. But that is fair. Axis Power's doing well, for God's sake. What do you mean you're reporting it, Jack? How could you? How could you? I mean, could it be 4-1? Could it be made even worse? How is Tom Little going to react? Oh, tomorrow will be fun. Good intercept by Ben White. Yeah, outside of that mental error, Arsenal haven't really put a foot wrong this game. Is Diaz playing at right back? Weird. I did think the changes from Klopp were weird. I didn't really get why Trent was taken off, for example. Thought Darwin should have started. I agreed with Liam there. Respect my tweet. Respect it. KX, for God's sake, what are you doing? You little weirdo. Oh, there we go. And again, let's refresh ourselves. There are now only 2 points ahead. If someone wastes time in corner, I just pissing with it. Yeah, it means that Liverpool only 2 points ahead of Arsenal. City could go back into the lead if they win their 2 games in hand. Big if, but it could be done. Watkins, Toby, Toby, mate, you got it spot on. Yeah, Ed's definitely. Definitely. I also thought Arsenal were denied a pretty obvious penalty. Liverpool have not been anywhere in this game. Their goal came about because of a mental error. It's about to be 4-1, is it? Oh, no, it's handball. What a shame. Arsenal losing the next match anyway, says Musty Fez. Yeah, from us, I'll look at it through a City POV, because I'm a City fan. This is probably the best result we could have asked for. And there you go, full time. Genuinely massive in respect to the title race for all 3 teams. I think for me, maybe the Liam, I think that's coping. I can't lie. I think it's a massive result. And again, massive for Arsenal's mentality. I know Arsenal beat City, but that was very generous as a result. I think a draw definitely was a fair reflection there. This is a game where not only did they win, but they were easily the better side, and they comfortably outplayed the opposition. It didn't count to Scorpio. You know, I know that Liverpool didn't have Salah, whatever, but Liam, that's fine. But I think that's preemptive coping. I think this is a massive result and a massive performance as well. Very zesty. I'm a zesty boy. Yeah, you know, obviously they didn't have Gabriel Jesus again. You know, Liverpool didn't have Salah, but they still had loads of other great players: Alisson, Van Dijk, Trent. None of them really played that well. I'm Stephen, glad you enjoyed it, mate. And speaking of watch-alongs, we're doing a watch-along tomorrow. Can City take advantage of Liverpool dropping 3 points? Can we beat Brentford in Brentford, at Brentford, and go to being only 2 points off top spot with a game in hand? That'll be tomorrow. Make sure to stay tuned for that. Cadu says that Arsenal has struck gold for City. Again, probably the best result. The next FM stream.
Liverpool have brought it back. This isn't that deep as equalised in the 97th minute. Unreal scenes.
Jack, that's very funny. Yeah, I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Stephen. Yeah, Arsenal only people who scored. Yeah, Liverpool technically didn't score. We'll take the 3 points. Thank you, Allison says here to there. Yeah, next FM stream. I'm not sure, Ed. Probably on the Wednesday, mate. Probably Wednesday we'll do FM. Those streams are only on Twitch, by the way. So if you're on YouTube, you want even more content from me, specifically Football Manager, make sure to come over to the Twitch. The link is in every single YouTube video. I've heard a post that Tony has put a bet on for himself to get a hat-trick. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Yeah. We'll have one more look at the table, as I say. This is big, in my opinion. Very big. in respect of the title race. Means Arsenal are definitely still in it, 100%. I personally believe Arsenal had a masterclass. Brilliant. Kai Havertz has been fan. Why has someone said, "Are you blind?" That's not very nice, Lugo. What the hell? I thought it was very good. As soon as I take Bukayo Saka off, he scores. YFM only on Twitch. Just to keep it a bit separate, just because the YouTube isn't really for gaming. It's not really for gaming, so I like to keep the gaming stuff over there. I haven't told you in place of Havertz, we would win the league. We won in spite of 29 today. I don't know. I think Havertz has been great. I thought he was fantastic. Am I the only one who thought Havertz was really good? Am I the only one who thought that? I thought it was brilliant, to be honest. I thought it was really good. He got Konate sent off. He should have scored the first one. Totally agree. But his shot did end up being the goal. Again, he should have done better. I agree. Very good from a defensive standpoint as well, pressurizing, winning tackles and duels. Havertz put himself around, but so poor on the ball, little quality. Yeah, he definitely should have done better. He definitely should have done better with the ball. I totally agree. But again, I just think that the value he was adding overall, I thought was really good and really impressive. Result will be bigged up by Arsenal City fans, but at the end of the day, it's still in our hands, albeit in Jan, and you're also relying on us to slip up. Well, not necessarily, because you could draw at Anfield. That's not really counting on you to slip up. Again, Lima, I think I'd suggest it's coping. I think this is a very important result. That's obviously a very unpopular thing I've said, because I thought he was very good, Havertz, personally. Guys, really hope you've enjoyed the stream. I've enjoyed streaming it for you. I'm definitely going to have a takeaway. What should I have, guys? Let me know. Should I have fast food or should I have takeaway? There's a big difference there. You know, should I have like KFC / McDonald's vibes, or should I have like Chinese fish and chips vibes? Hello, MCFC TV. He says, yes, lads. Shout out you. Hello, Mikey. I always say off the ball so important football. Today Arsenal's better than Liverpool in errors. I agree. And again, I think it's a thing. Promise you, Snotcombe lost a game to a good side. Isn't going to win the league without very important players. Yeah, again, I just think it's a massive game, to be honest. Grab a curry from an Indian. That sounds like theft to me, Ed. That sounds like theft. I don't like sushi, Alex. I'm sorry. Mrs. Nobbins has ordered sushi. She's having that. Yeah, I could get like a Chinese. There's this local place which does delicious burgers and chicken strips. Maybe I'll have that. Maybe, Liam. Maybe. It's definitely big in respect of the title race. That's for sure. Definitely. It also means, you know, it's so annoying that we couldn't batter Burnley, because we'd have the best goal difference if we did that. The team with the best goal difference usually always wins the Premier League, guys. 75% of the time, the team with the best goal difference wins the league. It's important to have it. I will do it. As I say, I'm thinking vegan allegations. I'm thinking a beef burger and chicken strips. Hope stream's doing well. Let's see a chance that are underrated. We'll get there. Indeed, MCFC TV. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching on YouTube, by the way, leave a like. Hope you have enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow for the City Brentford game, Watchalong. So again, make sure to stay tuned for that. If you aren't already following, what are you doing? Make sure to follow the channel so you always stay updated. I will see if you want to go the extra mile and subscribe on Twitch or become a YouTube member. You can do. It's always appreciated. Thank you to all my supporters. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Brentford versus Man City. Have a lovely evening, whoever you support. And I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.